sound.
Oh, is your mic dead? It's silent. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Even though it's not muted. Nah, no sound. Try unplugging it and plugging it back in or something. That's really weird. Can't hear you. What?
No, we can't hear you.
Huh? So you can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Turning
Yeah,
it
but
off
we
and on
can't
again.
hear. Starting your Discord.
That's really bizarre. This is a new issue. Starting off with some technical difficulties. How's it going?
I love it when we have new issues. It just adds to the ever-increasing list.
Adding to the pile. I just slapped myself while I did that hand motion. If you're back and talking, we can't hear you. Just.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
I
I can hear that. I can hear that.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. You're back.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
I was just
My
saying,
dice-
I wanted everyone to know that before we started the game that I made the dress that I'm wearing. So
Oh, what? It's cute.
thanks. Wait, I wonder if I can get a better shot of it.
I love it.
Thanks. It's like
Oh, I love the pattern.
yeah, it was gonna be a pleated skirt, and then I was like, if I try and pleat this, it's gonna be hell. Because look at that repeating pattern.
Yeah,
So.
it's like an optical illusion, but it's nice, like magical, you know, like whimsical.
Thank you. I'm
Alright.
gonna make a springy version of it.
So,
Nice.
would one of you shiny boys? Would anybody like to roll for recap? First of all, it's been a little while.
I don't remember anything.
Last sesh was the dungeon sesh.
I could try.
I remember
I'm
something.
Do you remember the last time we played this game? It was like
My
I got a
dice set up
19 on my roll.
oh, I was
Looks
gonna
like
say
a middle schooler's,
closest to
so I'm gonna
18.
send it.
I got a 19.
What? Did Lily just say something about middle schoolers? What?
I said my setup looks like an aesthetic middle schooler's stationery, so I'm just sending
Oh.
it to the group because that's the vibe I get.
Cute.
I just think it does.
That's cool.
It's a mood.
Alright.
What did
I got
my setup
11.
look like in middle school? Mine was
Yeah, I
messy,
guess.
dude. I used to be messy. I had an awakening at some point.
I had so much typo stuff. And KKK. I still have a lot of KKK.
Mm.
Actually, this is typo. What am I talking about? Core's diary is typo.
Yeah, typo has some good stuff.
And his pen is typo.
And good value as well.
Brian's pen's typo as well. I'm such a liar. Still by typo.
Alright. Aylin, Lily, what did you guys roll?
11.
15.
Alright, Emma, it's you.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best.
Good luck.
So, we're all on the ship. We reconvene after some separate journeys, and there's some rumbling, and we see a big mouth in the middle of the ocean, and we're like, "Ah, shit!
Casual.
We're gonna go in the mouth!" And there was like a thing of like we could not have gone in the mouth because there was some magic stopping us, like an ice thing. An ice wizard was like, "Haha, it's not gonna happen," but it happened. So in the mouth we go. In the mouth we go. It's all Dariel's fault. And we're stuck in this mouth. And Jade is concerned over Core's abilities to raise Oscar well. So he.
Oliver,
he
right?
Did you say Oscar?
Sorry, Oscar. Oh
I got
god.
Oliver, because that would have been my name if I was a boy, so I remember that name very particularly.
Oliver.
That's cute. I like that name.
Yeah. To raise Oscar, Oliver. Fuck. To raise Oliver well. So he carried him for a bit whilst Core had assault. And there was. I mean, the first thing he did when he got Oscar
Came on a
was
fun piggyback ride.
Oscar!
in scary waters in a cave that we didn't know what it was. I felt like it was.
We were already in the cave. We were already in a dangerous situation. If your friend says to you, "I don't think you have good parenting," you would be offended. You would be offended.
Yeah, I would be offended, but I'm not Core or Jade. So
But
anyway, Doesn't matter. Anyway, we move past it, and we've discovered some doors and some jelly. There's some jelly floating around in the sky, and it seems really curious. Curious jelly, and then there's like a latch, like a porthole underneath the ocean floor thing, the water basin thing, and then there's some doors, and we go through one door and we go into a room, and it's got a box of the room in it, and there's like a key, and then it's like, oh my god, we can see ourselves. We open that door, and there's another room where there's like lots of doors, and we all go through them, and it's like, oh wow, all these doors lead to the same place. We had to go through them at the same time or something, and then we get into another room where there's a pretty freaky man monster thing with some books, and he seems to be amicable and does a little. And the jelly is like, and then Core has a bracelet, which looks like a geode, and my bracelet doesn't look shitty anymore.
It's changed over the course of the time skip.
Yes.
It's
attuned to me.
Yes, exactly.
And I made a Pinterest board. The name of the Pinterest board is.
Let
what
Emma
is it?
never complain about us being difficult players again.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, no, literally, I don't care. This is the name of the Pinterest board is "I'm begging you, please change the jelly," and I did, and now it looks like this. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember you sending me that picture. That's
That's-
cute. I like the design.
Yes, and that's what it looks like. Anyway, and then that's all I remember.
That's that's about right. You get out, and for the most
It's
part,
been 2 weeks, so
it's been actually a month, really.
it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been ages. Yeah.
So
Mm.
we reconvene. The last thing that happened was Core gusted you back out. Once the ship made its way out of the mouth, you did your shenanigans and you made your way out,
I
and we're
saved
sailing
everyone.
again. Core saved the day, basically. Core is the key pin to this operation going successfully. Clearly.
Don't fuel the ego. Don't do it.
Okay.
Do it.
But you're back on the boat. And I lied, there's no time skip. We're gonna be on the boat for another No, I'm kidding. There will be a time skip.
Oh god.
Just want to scare you a little bit.
Time
God.
skip one of those. We
But
don't do
we're
those.
we're gonna resume from the boat. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of info, and then we're gonna do the time skip. And over the course of that time skip, we'll just quickly ask if any of you want to do anything really quickly. If not, then we'll just go to the other side. It's a sunny day. It's a light breeze. You feel the ocean, the saltiness of the ocean rubbing up against your skin as the breeze makes its way through the sails. And it pushes you, along with Core's gust, towards your destination. Now, at this point, after having just freshly made your way out of the dungeon that you just conquered, Stronghand takes a moment to kind of look at the party and address particularly Core and Jade. Looking at your pillars as well on both your wrists. So, have you figured out how those things work yet?
I remember I figured it out because I used it, but I've forgotten in real life.
I've also forgotten.
Well,
No, you can attune to it and make holes in the walls.
Portals.
that is
Right.
Yeah,
certainly
like
one thing
doors.
you can do. It's kind of they're magical objects, and you can find them scattered throughout the world. Generally, they're used for practical things, such as making our ships a bit more magical and a bit harder to infiltrate and navigate. But essentially, what they are, they're magical items that help you, let's say, mold the terrain on which you traverse. Now, each pillar generally that you come across kind of shapes different things. Core, the one you have, as you might have probably noticed by now, only shapes natural stone. So you can use that to change your environment kind of as you see fit. And as you sort of learn to use it, as you both will sort of learn to use yours, you'll get kind of an idea.
Can
of
I
how
use
it
it to
sort of
shape Jade?
You can certainly try, but
That would be
we'll
funny.
we'll roll for that in a
Please
second.
don't.
Shape-
No, I won't let you. Jade has a trigger about people carving stone, and this is like close to that.
It's
So
not
I don't know.
carving,
Well,
It's
No, it won't-
actual, like.
So
I
with
don't-
that in mind, it actually won't work on man-made or carved stone. It'll only work on natural stone, and it'll
Ah.
essentially shape it in a pseudo-natural way, if you want to call it that. But
Jade is pleased.
so if you ever try using it on a stone, if you try using it on a stone building and it doesn't work, that's why. However, if you try using it on mountains or on the ground where there's stone visible, you can use that to your advantage and you can shape the terrain. You can also make it more difficult for enemies to traverse if that ends up being a necessity in battle. Now,
I should write this down.
Jade, with yours works in a similar fashion, except yours is limited
What
to
session is this?
man-made structures, particularly those made of wood. It's not extremely constricted, so there are exceptions to that. If there are nails in a plank of wood, that won't hinder the process. But generally, that's the type of terrain that you'll be able to mold. So the interiors of buildings and stuff like that should be within your control. But
Interesting.
be careful when using it.
I wonder why that chose me. Because it seemed like that one chose Core, and this one chose me.
Mhm.
I wonder why.
DM laugh. It's mystery. But as far as they're concerned, that's about as much as I know about them, and I know about them just because we've had one kind of here in the ship before. It hadn't attuned to anybody here in the ship until now, so this is kind of a good sign. However, I think with it on your wrist now, unless you're actively making any sort of conscious decisions to shape the boat itself is not gonna be morphing anymore underneath, at least. It's gonna kind of remain in whatever shape you left it in. So if we dock and then you leave the boat, it's gonna stay like this. Which is not really a problem or anything like that, but that's just in case you were wondering about that aspect of the boat. So it's not going to be quite as magical and shapeshifty as it was before.
I do think it's best if, from now, no one messes with it much more. So
Well,
perhaps this is the right course of action.
Well, if you deem it the right course of action, then the right course of action it shall be. Because as far as we're all concerned now in this ship, you're the acting captain. And speaking of which, I have to give you something, actually. And he kind of ruffles through his pockets a bit. The few that he has, pockets are like 50% of his entire outfit at this point. So he ruffles through them, and he pulls out a pin. And it's kind of like a little... It's like a little metal pin with like a little thing. You can kind of stick it in your clothing of a little anchor. Yeah, it's like a official sort of sea captain's badge that you can wear on your hat or on your collar or wherever, somewhere where it's visible. You have a fisherman's hat, or you did. You had like 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I carry those in a sack.
Well, you can pin it to the sack.
I need a bag of holding.
But either way, if you keep this visible, then it might help you in the future in terms of,
I'll hang it on the same loop that the key is on.
Okay. It's made of silver, so it's official. And it's got if you turn it around and look on the back, it's got a little seal, capital seal. So if you ever need to show any sort of authority, this might help. But that's as much as I can do. As far as you're concerned, you're the captain of this ship until we reach port.
How far are we from port?
Well, I look at my watch. I think if my calculations are correct, then we should be about 3 days from port right now.
Plenty of time to relax and enjoy the cruise.
So
I would like to appoint some crew.
go for it.
Core,
See.
would you like to be the gunner? I feel like you'd enjoy it.
That seems like a lot of heavy manual labor.
You're right. What would you like to be?
Can I be the lookout so I can sit up there? He points to top deck all day, every day, under the sun, let you know if anything happens.
If you actually look out, then yes, that's fine.
Perfect. All right, it's been grand, everyone. Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye, Core.
I miss you already.
Cord isn't here.
Oh, bye. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Badriti. I mean, you were already head medic, but now you're officially also head medic.
Thank you.
And head therapist.
I'll be booking an appointment later.
Can you do couples therapy?
Couples therapy.
I can certainly make an attempt.
Okay.
I think Oliver needs some therapy.
Baron,
Yes.
what skills do you have?
Head performer.
Okay.
You hear Freddy from the background. That's my job.
No. Freddy.
Yes.
I forgot how much I liked Freddy. Freddy, what skills do you bring to
I can
this
play a
game?
mean banjo. In fact, if he's
Can-
challenging me for head performer, we can duel. And he
Perhaps we should have a
casts a piercing
battle
glaze.
between the two of you.
Yeah.
Let us have a battle
No.
of the bards.
Oh,
Ding, 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 ding.
a bard performance in my entire life. Just saying.
Well, you can perform in any way you see fit. I think that
Okay.
Freddy will
It
use the
begins
banjo.
the strip show.
Oh my god.
I jump off the railing.
Jade is unfazed. But yes. Go for it. I don't know how this is gonna work. Thomas, we're having a battle of the bards.
Okay. All right. So wait. So you're stripping down. Roll me a performance check.
Roll what?
Performance, please.
Excellent. 21.
21. Please describe to me and the crew just how it goes well. That's the information that I need to give to you. Now it's your turn to divulge
Okay.
the information as you
Want
see
to
fit.
whistle at Baron?
Takes off his exquisite shining golden cloak in a very sensual manner, and he just tosses it into the wind as if he's the coolest guy in the world. Yeah, and then all the ladies go and try to catch the cape because
Three
yes, that's what
ladies
they.
on the sugar pop.
Mort tries to catch Freddy tries to catch the cape. Oh, I'll
I
catch
was gonna
you!
say, the instant Baron starts stripping, Dreedy has walked off.
I think Mort would leave as well. Mort would leave immediately.
Just like,
And then he makes eye contact with. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d10.
Your NPCs, if you'd like.
So-
The people who are there with you are Stronghand. Mort has left. Freddy is there. Dariel is there. Cloud is there. 2 Olivers are there.
oh, Oliver, no!
Oliver,
Shield
no,
Oliver
no,
by-
no. I would have
Okay.
set them up with Core.
Of course,
If-
watching. He's on the railing like, hell yeah.
Look out, also looking out for the welfare of the children.
I make.
He's more
I'll
looking
make
out for the
correct-
Baron right now.
Wait, who was the second guy again?
There was Captain Stronghand. There's Freddy, who's there right
Dario,
now.
yes.
Dariel.
I make direct eye contact with Dario, and I stick a smoldering stare, and I pull out a rose from who knows where, and I put it in my mouth, and I'm like, "Hey, baby."
Hey there. He turns a little bit red.
And then
What are you doing? Why?
yes, and then he I don't know. That's all I can say.
That's
Fre-
all, folks.
Freddy kind of observes this with his banjo out, having yet to really play anything properly. You know what?
Oh,
I think
no,
he wins.
and-
I cannot top that.
Oh, but Freddy, we'd love to
I was
see
gonna
you have a good go at that.
Freddy,
My
do not
vile.
be intimidated by his physique. It has had no effect on me.
Well, I'm not
I
as
know, had a slight effect.
I'm not as dexterous as I
Wait,
used
I'm
to be
not-
when I was young lad.
Okay, wait, I do
Oh,
want to
no.
roll because whilst Jade is asexual, I want to see how well he appreciates Baron's performance as a form of art. No,
Makes
no,
sense.
it's not that tasteful. It was a 9.
Goes into this kind of art.
I love that this is art. It is. I
Yeah,
agree.
that's exactly how Jade
Mhm.
sees it. It's an expression of art. Now, what is Freddy's expression of art?
Well, let's find out. He's just going to try play the banjo. He's been intimidated a little bit. So let's have a look. How does Freddy perform? Okay.
Come on, Freddy.
So he starts playing his I'm turning into him now. He starts playing his banjo. He tries to do like a cool solo. But for the most part, he doesn't do much else. There aren't any theatrics. And he's kind of looking around as if looking around for a partner to aid him with his performance. noting that Mort has left the scene. And he sort of kind of ends his performance.
Mm.
And it doesn't leave as much of an impression as Baron's might have.
How about this? Baron will be the head performer. And you, Freddy,
Yes, me?
will be his warm-up act.
Okay.
Perhaps you can learn theatrics from him.
Baron, you must teach me the ways of the... What do you call this act?
Hoeing.
I call it the hoe down, throw down.
Yeah, boys.
The hoe down, throw down. Okay.
Yeah.
The hoe down, throw down. Both down, the hoe down. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes under your tutelage and you train Freddy in the art.
In the ways of hoeing.
And
Or hoe down, throw down.
from this point, I'm going to say that the rest of your trip is mostly peaceful. You don't come across anything crazy out at sea. Wait a minute, isn't the ice wizard with you as well? He's sleeping. He's there on the cruise with you. I forgot that he's like,
Okay.
he's
Yeah,
along for the
Damn
journey.
it. Then I would. He could have been a possibility for me to seduce.
Oh.
The
Oh,
ice
is the ice wizard there? Because I have a job for him too.
Oh, okay. He's kind of like he's not on deck, but he's there on the ship.
I will
Resident
go find him.
Kakigori maker.
Say again.
Of course. yes.
Kakigori? Kakigori? Yes. But also the bosun.
Wait, okay. So you go find him. You walk downstairs. You find him nearby. He's just chilling in the gun room. Below
Hey,
deck.
just chilling with the ice wizard. Hey.
Hey, you got it.
Okay, I'm
Hey.
done.
Trauma.
That's yeah.
My favorite thing to inflict.
The punishment. Okay, so you go below deck, and immediately as you go below deck, you run into both. I think I said it was on. Yeah, okay. You run into just singular. You only run into. I'm blanking. Who did I say went down here?
The
More?
ice wizard.
Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard. I already forgot who we were tracking. The Ice Wizard is down here. He's just chilling. He's sitting down, and he sees you come. What do you want?
I would like you to be the bosun of this ship for the next 3 days.
A bosun? What is that? I've never heard of such a thing. What does a bosun do?
A bosun acts as like a carpenter, protecting the structural integrity of the ship.
Okay.
We don't have anyone who can do that at the moment, or has
Sure.
magic that can
Big
do it.
researching
I'll
shit.
sit down here.
Oh, I
and-
knew this already from Critical Role.
Very damn.
Oh, and also there's a website online which is like really good for if you need to look up like pirate positions on a ship, because obviously I've been looking at that for Brown Flakes.
Oh my god. Okay, you
Um,
need to send that to me at some point as well. I need that resource.
I will, yes. Yes, I think you do,
I do.
because it's so good. It's so good. Everybody has to read it.
Not sponsored.
Yes.
Well, okay, fine. I'll sit down here. I'm gonna look at the deck, and it looks fine to me.
No, I mean, every now and again, just have a walk around. If you hear anything's broken, or if we call for you, can you use your ice to hold it together as a temporary measure?
Kind of. I don't have my wand though. I need some water if I'm going to do that. It
Your
was
blood.
stolen. Remember? I don't have my wand anymore.
So you're
Where-
useless at that, you want.
Wait, Ice Wizard, come with me.
Fine.
I pick him up under my arm.
Better not be coming for the swan, boys.
Ah, what are you doing? He's trying to push himself away. I want you to roll a strength
I
check
take
against
Nothing.
his roll to see if you can actually manage to do
natural
this.
20.
Natural 20. It works out. He did not get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Why
I block him down on the top deck. And what do you see?
I see the sky. Can you put me down?
I point him downwards.
Ugh.
What do you see?
I see a broken mast that's been flimsily held together. The rest of the ship looks fine.
There's water. We're in the ocean.
We're on a
You see
boat.
water.
This game is just Jade slowly losing his shit with everyone.
Yeah.
He's
Jade
learning.
is-
Yeah,
He's
there's
learning.
water. There's water over there. I see water over there. Water looks
Okay.
fine. Doesn't need repairing.
Can you use this water to
Yes.
repair the mast? Please do this. I am your captain.
Okay. Can you give me some of the water? I can't reach it.
What a princess!
Yeah.
Do you need... Is it time? Is it time? I'm gonna roll a
Kill him.
d20 to see if he loses his shit. Think he loses his shit.
Really? Ah, yes. Go for it.
You
Just
want
cracks a bit more.
water?
In your bucket,
want-
preferably. Yes.
Blood.
I pick up a bucket. I push it in his hands.
Oh.
Water. Okay. Get on my back. On.
Okay.
Climb.
Can you carry the bucket? I can't hold it. If I'll
Fine. Get on my back.
Okay. And he climbs on your back.
I start climbing overboard. I will bring you to the water.
Oh, this is really precarious. You know, I can't swim
This is what
very
you
well.
wanted.
Can I come over and watch this? Because this is great.
Yes.
Just, like,
This is what you wanted.
Ow!
Get the water, Ice Wizard.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Can you go a little bit lower? My arm is too short. I'm on your shoulders. Just a
I go
little-
down a little bit lower.
Okay.
Give me 2 gold if you drop him.
Okay, I've got water.
I look up at Core. Yeah, make him make a dex save.
What? Are you letting him go?
I'm gonna-
Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna make him throw in the water.
He falls in. Ow!
I'll let him flounder for about half a second before I grab him again.
I would say that he would
Do you have
freeze
enough-
the water around him. It's like so, and then he's just stuck in it so it doesn't sink.
Just drifting.
Is that enough water?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright then.
I think I dropped the bucket though. And we're gonna do
Well,
the time skip from
You
here. I
seem
think.
to make enough ice around yourself just by being dunked in the water, so isn't that a much better method?
Well, see, I cast the spell to make the
Yep. And now there's water stuck, there's ice stuck around you.
look. If we can take this
Let's
ice,
go.
then we'll stay. Okay, fine. And
We'll
you bring-
take this ice up to the top of the ship and use this. I'll grab him and his ice.
He's just got like a tutu of ice around him.
Yep.
Does Jade need a polish? Is he okay?
Yeah, he needs a polish and a lie down.
Need a polish and a lie down, Jade.
I like that. That's a relaxing activity. It's like this.
Yep.
Cole's just got his
Alright.
jeweler's kit, like,
I just nod. You understand me. And I'll throw him back overboard.
I'm stuck.
The real world is a painful, painful place.
did we just lose
At least-
that?
No, I
Yeah,
throw him back, sorry, overboard as in like onto the
I
ship.
was like,
Oh, okay, okay. I think we just threw him back into
We're
the ocean.
already overboard!
Oh,
I
okay,
throw
okay,
him back on board, is what
Okay.
I meant to say.
Okay, okay, cool. You throw him back on board, and he uses his magic to fix the pillar with ice, and he's taking his job position to kind of keep the ice not melted and stuck around the pillar.
I beeline for Core, put my hands on his shoulders, lean down and say, I will never take you for granted again.
alright, take a seat, let's have a polish.
Ugh.
Alright, and
You're
with
the only
that,
one I can trust.
with that, I think we're going to. Well, actually, the last thing that would happen before we do the time skip is Captain Stronghand is going to write a letter just on the deck of the ship, roll it up, tie it up, give it to Scarlet, his red super fast pigeon, which shoots off way faster than any of the other messenger pigeons. It's like sitting on his shoulder one moment and then makes like a
Back to his
sonic
Valentine.
boom as it makes off, as it flies off in the direction of capital, which is the direction you're heading in. And on this lovely sunny day, we will now enter the time skip. So, before we actually exit out of this warp zone, is there anything any of your characters would like to do during this time skip? I think I talked with Aelin before, and very, very, very briefly with Lily. So, is there anything you guys want to do in this? Like,
How long's the time skip? Sorry.
It's about 3 days. So if you want to use this time... Oh, and also during this time skip now, you would level.
I
Woo!
guess.
Woo!
I'm just checking I leveled up.
Level
I'm
5!
level
40
up.
minutes now.
Ooh, what are you now?
I will tell after Aelin has gone through with his
Oh.
no doubt way more detailed plans.
Okay, sorry, I didn't realize. Go, 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 go.
Oh, is that now? Okay. So over the time skip, Drudy wants to investigate the seeds. And it turns out that spiked sourfruit seeds are a key ingredient in making health potions, are sought after for that reason primarily. Also have been used in combination with other ingredients to create much more powerful regenerative potions. potions. Drady develops an anti-venom for the wyvern poison, using the poison that she collected from the wyvern. And she also investigates these seeds to see if she can figure out a reason why there are 2 Olivers. And
The mystery.
the turns out there is no combination of these that could have made an Oliver that would have been responsible for Dos Olivers directly. So basically what we would need is a spellcaster powerful enough to know the clone spell to have been present. And the school of that is necromancy.
Okay, there's a necromancer on my ship. I am freaking out.
Also, Jade would have known all this because Trudy would have given all of this research to Jade.
Yeah. So essentially, one kind of key world building thing that I'm going to tell all of you as well is if you would like to make a potion of any kind, generally the way you would do that is you would make it with the components of the spell that potion resembles. For example, if you're trying to make a healing potion or something like that, you would need to use the components to cast a healing spell. If you're not familiar enough with the spell to cast it without components, to create the potion. So for something like a clone spell, there are a certain number of ingredients that go into casting that with components, and you can use those components and cast the spell to create a potion, or to actually generate the spell itself. So
What about spells which only have somatic components?
It kind of just depends on the spell, but what do you mean?
Verbal. Like there are some spells that don't need material components, but only a word.
Yeah.
So generally,
there's no material components for healing word, for example.
Yeah. So with spells like that, you would only need it. Well, for every spell, if there are any components at all, you would only need to use those components maybe once or twice when learning the spell initially. But after you've done that, you can cast any spell at any level without any materials or any of the components, basically, whether they're verbal or not.
In this world.
In this world, that's how it works in this world. If you want to create a potion that has the effects of a spell, you need to use the components to make that. And if you want to ask what any of the components are, because I've got some homebrew components for some certain spells that are higher up still, then I'll tell you what those components are if you ask about them at any given point if you're researching some spells or anything like that.
Okay, so for spells that don't have components, what is the solution?
Well, there are certain ingredients that you need to make like any potion, for example, right? So like spiked sourfruit seeds are an ingredient in like all health potions, but they're used as like a base ingredient kind of thing. Or at least that's what Trudy would have discovered.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand.
Yeah. There was I'll give you a tiny little sneak peek behind the DM screen because it's kind of fun. But there was a possibility of finding this out actually on the island when you had all the fake health potions, which were actually just unfinished. If you had combined those with the spiked sourfruit seeds, they would have made real health potions.
I definitely would have thought of that. Definitely.
Yeah, it's just like
Kicking myself.
That's something that might occur to your characters in hindsight, having learned that information. So
Sure.
That's why I'm comfortable with divulging that. But anyway, there you go. So if there is anything coming up like that, like if there is an important spell that requires components or whatever, and I generally only use this for like higher level spells anyway, then I'll tell you about that beforehand. So you don't need to worry about like whether or not I've missed anything on the lower level spell.
I didn't prepare my spells for Drew.
But the only thing that is
Also,
carrying over is the casting time. So if it needs to be cast a certain way, that's just how long it takes.
Trudy would want to be keeping an eye on Oliver at this point, knowing that there's some sort of maybe necromancy and considering Tome was being necromantically controlled. Connection of magic. There you go.
Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're keeping the item? They mostly behave the same, as if they are kind of clones of each other.
Yep.
Is there any way you're distinguishing the two of them, or not?
I had something planned for that, but
Go for it.
I have 2 different color fisherman hats. They always wear one of them. Oscar OG gets a red hat.
You mean Oliver?
And
Oscar.
Fucking hell. It's too late. Alright, I'm gonna call the other one Oscar instead of Oliver.
All right, we got
Right,
Oliver and
Oscar gets a blue hat, Oliver gets a red hat.
All right, which one's the OG though?
Oliver.
Sure, but which one of the two is that? The one that you had, or the one that was with the others?
No, the OG is the OG. We figured out who it was.
Yeah,
Did you?
the one that was slightly older.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Okay, you did. You did.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the OG. I was wondering if you had that separate. I forgot. Okay.
hmm
So, with that out of the way, that happens. Is there anything that any of you other adventurers would like to do?
Yes.
Jade, go for it.
I want to go back to the scary monster in the basement.
You want to go back to the scary monster?
You didn't ask anything about what we were doing, so I just
Yeah,
kept to
no, okay,
myself.
cool. You go back
I
down.
would have told everyone about it first. I would have gotten everyone to sit down at dinner. Cluedo style. It's a very fancy room. I sit down and I say, everyone, I have a proposition for you all. Okay.
Thomas, is that
so-
in character? Or are you actually just really scared?
That's just me being actually scared. In character, who would be here? Dariel would be here. He's very unfazed.
No, I
isn't
wouldn't invite him. I don't like him.
he? Really? Okay, he's not there.
No. I'm joking.
Is okay? Who would you invite?
No,
to this-
actually, no. I don't think Jade would invite him because he caused a lot of problems, so
Yeah.
he's not there.
All right, he's not there.
Dariel's not invited.
Who would you invite out of the
Wait, but Core's
NPCs?
babysitting Dariel, so Dariel is probably with Core.
Nope. I would say, Core, you're invited, and don't bring Daria.
But he has to look after Dariel because he's a troublemaker, and if we don't have Dariel, then,
Yeah.
You come back and the ship is on fire.
yeah, we have to keep an eye on him.
Let's put him back in one of the jail cells.
Why don't we put him in the corner?
But I don't want him.
No, he tied
come.
up.
God, just put him in the corner. He'll be quiet.
No, he won't.
Dariel will be you'll be quiet, right?
Oh, I'm here
You're
for
not
all
here.
of this.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Well, look.
Are you with? Wait, hang on.
I am
hang
now.
on.
Dariel
Wait.
now.
Is it canonically that everywhere Core goes, Dariel goes?
If it's like
Yes.
if he can't see Dariel, then he has to go with him because he's babysitting him.
Why?
Okay.
Because he assumed responsibility. Because Dariel freaking got us into that situation in the caves.
Okay, so I would say to Core, I think that it's more dangerous for him to come with us because what I'm going to propose is already a little bit bizarre and a little bit risky, and something that if he knew about it, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable with him at all.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
I'm
good
right
debate.
here.
Now
But
to the opposition.
What is the opposition?
Dariel.
Baron pipes in. He's like, "What? I'm Darren. Darren is such a nice guy. Never seen him. Why? Wait, what do you do again, Darren?
it's Dariel, Baron, and that's none of your business. I'm self-employed, but I had an idea. That aside, let's not address that. How about I just, because maybe it's not so great me being out of the dungeon, or not the dungeon, the jail cells. What if I just wait in there? And if the guards find me, I'm still in the jail cell. And then can you please break me out once we actually get to capital?
That defeats the purpose. Why don't we just put you under a bed or something?
I'm also the
They're
captain now,
they're
so
gonna
I
try
think
and look
that
for
I
me.
can just say it's okay and they can't do anything.
Actually, that's a good point. But
Yeah,
well,
I'll make sure the guards know before we go downstairs.
look, I don't know how any of this stuff works. So if you say
No.
so,
Dariel, go to your room.
don't really have one.
It was the
Yeah.
one next to ours.
Oh,
No room.
that one. Well, I guess it's not really my room, but
It is now. Bye.
Dario, wait,
James
I
wanted
need to.
it.
what?
Yes,
What was up?
I do. Thank you. Cool. I thought I was going to have to fight a bit more for that.
No, look. I'm just less
Oh,
stress
but
for
I'm
me.
gonna tie him down. Don't worry, I'll go with him actually.
Wait, what?
Okay, but come back quickly.
Yep. Cool.
Wait,
Aaron,
what?
wanna help me?
Tie down this guy.
Okay, and then we will have our conversation as a sit-down meal. I'll pour you all some drinks. Would you like tea? Would you like wine? There's a
Martini.
lot left over from the Okay.
Ah.
Hi, Vadriti. How you doing? Oh no, Elin.
What?
Oh, you're frozen
Am I going?
for me.
Oh,
All good here for now.
yeah, all good here.
Could
Now-
you just turn your camera on and off for me? I'm so sorry.
Are any of the other NPCs coming along, or would you rather that they not also? What's the deal here? Because
I
Cloud-
wanted it to
Captain
be
Strongman.
just. Oh.
what did you say?
Wait, but you guys haven't actually heard what
Yeah, you
the
haven't
thing
heard.
is yet.
Baron and Cora is going to tie Dariel up in his room.
Yep.
I'm just waiting.
Darren.
Can we do
With
like a
the-
Shibari kind of tie over Dariel, like with
Yeah.
the glittery string?
Okay, roll me a performance check, and then we'll make our way back. We'll say
Oh,
that.
Cora's definitely good at this.
Ooh, I'm gonna make a
Natural
performance
20.
check.
I'm not even shitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knot him up good. He's never been tied so gracefully and bound so tightly.
Suddenly uncomfortable. Here we go.
Proficient in bondage, we found out.
I did that to myself, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, you really did.
Hey, he's supposedly related to Ran. Alright, there you go.
No, he's not. Who said that?
That was the original conspiracy.
No, not true.
It's not true.
Yeah, I'll throw him off the boat. He doesn't. How dare he?
Wait, who?
How dare Dario.
Core. No, Core.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I thought you meant Dario. I was like,
I was
was
like, wow, that's an aggressive reaction.
I was very confused.
no,
for
no,
a
no, no,
moment
no,
there.
no, no, no. Cool, yes. Dario,
High key offended.
I'm so offended. I feel offended still a little
Not
bit.
Dario.
He's pretty.
But
He's pretty.
just
despicable.
because of the
It's
misunderstanding.
related.
But no. Core, I love that. I love that conspiracy.
All right.
Dariel is shibari'd up.
So Baron and Core, you tie this guy up and you head back. Now, your private meeting. Do you have any of the NPCs there, or no? Is this just a PC meeting?
And
What?
Captain Stronghand,
Oh, you want to invite Captain? Okay, Captain Stronghand can be there.
because he's hot.
No!
Baron, you are awakening. New
Wait.
sides of yourself.
No,
Baron,
Baron.
I'm the captain, and I requested yourself, Core, and Vedriti. So this room is going to be empty, except for yourself, Core, and Vedriti.
All right, so you don't get any of the other NPCs. They're chilling,
Please.
doing their own thing.
What about my warm-up act?
Freddy can come!
Freddy's gonna be okay. Freddy, you
The only NPC that Jade likes.
the only wholesome NPC.
Mm.
All right, so you get Freddy. Freddy's there.
How's your striptease coming, Freddy?
I'm trying very hard, but Baron, his techniques I have not yet learned.
Okay,
Do
everyone.
we need an? Is this a yes banjo or no banjo event?
A yes banjo
Okay.
event.
I think
Okay,
a subtle banjo in the background could actually lighten the mood considerably.
subtle okay.
Performance check.
Everyone, I have summoned you here for one reason and one reason only. There is- There is an entity beneath this ship. Its size is immeasurable.
Is Aelin frozen? Because I was like, how are you keeping a straight face?
Aelin is frozen in a mid-laugh at me.
Am I really?
Frozen
Yeah.
with a straight face for me.
Wait, let's
There we
pause.
go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
There we go.
Oh no, you're frozen again.
Oh no, Aelin.
I
Aelin?
thought I should
Oh.
fix this. Because, like, I realized that I hadn't plugged in my internet.
Maybe jump out the call and come back on.
Okay.
I will pause.
Can we get Freddy to do a performance check?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'd love that. Okay, Aelin, you're good.
It's decent. 15. He's doing all right.
Okay. Damn.
Okay,
Not as good as Shibari.
everyone. There is an entity beneath this ship. Freddy, why have you stopped playing?
Oh, sorry. I need to tune.
Okay, its size is immeasurable. Its intellect I do not yet know, but one thing I do know that is of the same type that we saw in that cave. The same type that gave you that bracelet. And Core,
Oh, they look
Vedriti, yes, we look fantastic, but we always have I want to believe that
Cora's just bopping along, like,
whatever is. Oh, I'll bop too. I want to believe that whatever is beneath this ship has the same level of intellect and understanding as that thing does. But I think we should have a go down and look, observe it before we do anything rash.
sounds
say you?
sweet. I have dimension door in case it goes horribly wrong.
I can also open doors, but I like that too. Vidriti Baron?
Yeah?
On them.
Yes, please. This one could be slightly feral, though. I haven't yet observed it long enough.
This sounds really dangerous. You better be careful, okay?
Yes.
Oh, you're not coming with us, Freddy.
It sounds a little bit scary for me. I have a weak heart.
It is raining.
I don't think you.
Maybe you can test it on the creature. Give your first performance.
Yeah, it's part of your training.
Part of my... Roll a persuasion check.
Can I give Baron an advantage since I suggested it? And I'm like, yeah.
No, he's afraid. I'll let it be normal without disadvantage.
Okay, normal.
Okay, fine. Hello?
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 Did you roll?
Oh yeah, I did. I said 16.
16? Okay, look, I can come from moral support, but I don't want to play to a big creature that might kill me.
What if it's a hot big creature?
You need to risk your life for art.
Cor, I'm in a relationship.
Oh, with who?
You're in a relationship with who?
Yes.
Is it Mort?
Yes.
Oh, cute!
Where is Mort, by the way?
Oh, he's having a sleep. He felt a little bit agitated. He needs his sleep.
Okay.
How long have you two been together?
Ah, it's been about 15 years.
No. Long time.
This is news to me and I'm enjoying the story. How did you two meet?
Well, it's a long story. You see, when I was a wee little, or I guess I was always kind of big, but when I was littler, before I put on the extra weight, you know, I let myself grow a little bit in my later years. I was at a bar and I was having a drink and I was feeling really down because a performance didn't go very well. I had a heckler. He called me a rat and I was like, I know, but still, I understand
you
the
are objectively a
connotation.
rat.
Yes, I know, but I think he didn't mean it that way after I talked to him, and Mort was there and he was very emotionally supportive and he yelled at the guy and I found that really attractive in the moment.
Stan.
And we got to talking and we had some similar hobbies. He liked traveling, I liked traveling. So we started traveling and the next thing you know, we're traveling for 15 years.
Oh,
A love story for the ages.
I'm happy for you, and I think maybe you shouldn't die.
Thank
What
you.
about the rest of us?
We have gone
Aye.
through many trials and tribulations together. I believe this is what we should face as well.
He
I
is
don't think
just
we're going to die.
perfecting his
I have several
art.
hundred beautiful love stories that I could convince you to spare my life from this excursion.
Okay.
At this
Would
point,
you like to not go?
Freddy puts his paw on your shoulder. I don't want any of you to die. You are all beautiful souls
I know.
who deserve happiness and prosperity.
This is true.
That's why we're going to seduce the monster together.
And we need you
Oh.
for that, Freddy.
I would like to just like make a small huddle with the others. Like, do you really think that he should come along? I didn't bring
Perhaps
Dariel
not.
because I thought that he might hold us back, and I feel like this person has even less skills than Dariel did.
Do you want me to bring Daryl? Maybe he can seduce the monster. We don't know the monster's type.
But I don't like Dariel.
Why not?
I don't know.
I mean, he is
think he
objectively
does.
kind of useless, but
He is, yes. And I also think that maybe he's bad luck.
poor Daryl.
He's been nothing but good luck for me.
He was
Would
a
you
great
like to-
subject to practice my Shibari on.
I don't know what Shibari... But anyway.
It's one of the wonders of the world I haven't taught you about yet.
Oh. I've heard there's a fair few of those that I haven't yet found out about. But I'm... Anyway. If you really want him to come along...
Oh, I think
Then
Freddy's
you
a
and
better
Darren-
option.
Okay, then Freddy will come. Freddy.
Yes.
Both of them can come. Why not
Well,
both?
no, one. We only have the mental capacity to deal with one, I think.
Jade, I think you, me, and Daria will need to go into therapy after this, but we'll bring Freddy.
Okay.
Drudy, you're the therapist, right? Sweet, that's a yes. Let's go.
I think I missed out on a lot of information, but
Freddy, you're coming. We're gonna seduce the monster.
okay.
Okay, I punch a hole in the wall.
What?
I know. Alright, everybody ready?
Spooked me. My heart.
It is not
Okay,
a monster.
I'll open my door.
All right.
It's like Doctor Strange.
You do your thing. You open the door, and you feel on your wrist as you do this, as it's sort of changing shape a little bit and kind of morphing and crystallizing on your wrist as it's doing this. And you open the door to where exactly? In the same place?
Yes.
Okay. So, for reference, because I have a very terrible picture. The last time you opened a door, looking into this like library area, it was further down the shaft, like further down this massive drop where it's dark, and you looked out through the hole and you kind of saw the wall in front of you, maybe like 60 feet across or 30 feet. Wait, hold on. I had the measurement written out. It is. No, I just had a square. Why doesn't the square have measurements? I think it was. Let's say it's 30 feet. 30 feet. It's 30 feet on the other side, and you see the wall. You see the wall of books, and you're poking out through the hole. Now, three-dimensional space is like as best as I can kind of draw it. There's like a shaft going down and further down as well, so there's no ground below you where you're kind of poking out. There's another horizontal shaft that connects with this that kind of goes across like this, and that's when you looked to the side. You saw the big Zorn, the big monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that one would have resembled like a very big version of the same Zorn that you would have seen in that temple that you came across. Okay, so where you are right now is kind of like, it looks like that, if that makes sense. You kind of have to imagine that a little bit. It's not a great drawing.
Yeah.
The arrow is pointing like through. It's kind of
That's like not aerial, isn't it? That's like cake slice, like we're looking side on at it.
Kind of, it's like a prism, and I'm just kind of like showing you a see-through version of it. If you imagine just like a big rectangular or square tube with another one intersecting it in like a plus shape, then you're like right in that corner of the plus like wall looking through.
Okay.
Ooh, monster.
And you look, and there's no monster to be seen.
Okay. Are the bookshelves still there?
Roll a perception check.
It was very, very bad. I don't think it's even worth mentioning. It's almost the worst it could be. I'm blind. I'm blind. I cannot see.
You're so preoccupied with looking for the monster that you barely pay any attention to the rest of your surroundings. Anybody else looking?
Everyone, there
What are
used
we
to be a
looking
set of bookshelves around here, but the monster was looking near,
So
lurking near.
the walls are just bookshelf. They're covered in bookshelves. Now the main shaft is kind of destroyed. A lot of the books have fallen out. For the 12, you see this. What about you guys? What did you guys roll? Are you looking as well? Retreaty and Baron.
That's a 10.
10? Yeah, okay, you'll just see the general sort of area. Baron?
Wait, I did pretty well. I got 18. No,
18.
9, 8. Oh, no. 14 plus 5. 19.
19.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so all of you, including Baron, would see that main shaft where all the books were falling and all the debris and stuff, a lot of those bookshelves have been completely destroyed, and there are still books on the shelves and stuff like that, but a lot of them have fallen off from all the rubble and debris kind of bouncing off and like destroying the environment. There isn't anything falling down in the main shaft now. It seems to have stopped. It's unclear when that actually happened. The horizontal passage, which also has walls of bookshelf and floors of bookshelf as well, just stretching on for as far as you can see till it kind of dims out and becomes too dark to see further on. Those books all seem to be kind of mostly in good shape, as if they haven't really been hit by anything. Now, Baron, you would see that there is kind of an area on one side to your right where it's very dusty. It looks like it hasn't been disturbed, but to your left, which would have been where Jade would have seen the monster in the first place, is very clean and tidy and orderly, and as if all the dust has been completely removed. It's like it's been organized recently. That's what you kind of see from this point of view. And with that roll also, that would count as an auditory check as well. You hear a very, very distant that's just too faint for everybody else to really catch, but you just barely kind of manage to hear some sort of sound like that. It's hard to say exactly what it
Can
is.
anyone hear that snoring?
I can't.
Does
But
anyone
I assume it's the monster, so perhaps we should be as silent as possible.
know what snoring?
If you point it out, everybody would hear it.
Yeah.
Kind of a distant sort of faint sort of.
Which way is it?
It's in the direction of all the
To the
clean
left.
bookshelves. Yeah.
To the left.
To the left, to the left.
Can I see the monster down to the left, or is it too far away?
It is really far away.
Okay.
Onwards. With Freddy at the front
Um,
because he is objectively the most attractive for the monster.
We're also assuming a lot about the monster's own desires here, but I think in the
I've
name
met
of
many monsters. I think that Freddy really fits. What the
yeah,
monster
I think that
thinks.
I trust you, Core, and I trust what you're saying here. So I think you're right. Okay, Freddy,
Yes.
I want you to start walking towards that bookshelf.
There's
We
kind
will
of
follow
a there's a
swiftly
big,
behind.
okay. There's a kind of a big drop. I don't trust myself to climb. Can we make a
Okay.
hole like further down where there's ground beneath us?
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
Sweet. Okay, you make one further across where you can kind of pop out.
Mhm.
And he kind of looks around, and he's gonna have a look around as well. He cannot see. He walks out and he starts tripping over the books underneath his feet. Why are there bookshelves on the ground? Who designed this place? Oh,
I think it's constantly changing design.
that's fascinating.
Innovative architecture.
Where am I meant to go? Go.
Oh, be quiet.
And you feel a rumbling as he yells back to you.
Everyone, wait.
I think it's working.
I think it's working, or we should maybe hide and leave Freddy out here to see what happens.
Do I just stand here? It's rumbling a lot.
Stick out your hip a little bit, Freddy.
Take out your banjo.
Okay, I'll crouch down behind him with my hand on a wall, ready to make a door if he
Okay.
needs to escape. And
Hip
everyone
out,
else-
lips pout.
Alright, the rumbling kind of stops. And then you hear... as a many-legged creature seemingly starts to make its way towards you. I have to pull out this stat book again.
this is a bad idea. We've done it now. I'm sorry, everyone. If this gets if this gets Freddy or our characters killed, at least it wasn't Dariel. For your sakes.
Wait, hold on. Where am I most...
I love Dario.
Stat
Yeah,
book?
Dario's great.
I like Dariel. Jade doesn't.
Why isn't Jade like Dario?
That's funny.
There's some deep-seated psychological reasons, mostly because he feels protective over Core, and he's taking away. He feels like Core is being taken away from him.
Oh,
Also-
Jade.
So he's insecure about his place in the world. Also because he thinks that he's bad luck and has made bad decisions, which have fared badly for everyone.
Bad luck, John.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's bad luck.
Okay, I found my stat book, I think.
If we get out of this alive, we can go and talk to Dario.
Like, where did it go?
Dario.
I would recommend taking him to a temple where we can get his bad luck exercised from him.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say get him sacrificed for the crazy.
No. That's
witness.
genuinely what I'm going to suggest when the time comes if we survive.
Okay,
And then maybe he'll start considering it. Everything else.
so as this rumbling is happening, and you feel the footsteps of this massive creature making its way towards you, delicately but thunderous footsteps make its way towards you. All around the walls. It seems like this thing has many legs. And you see this monstrosity before you. A huge
This kind of thing.
monster of a creature
And
with a
honestly-
massive mouth. Like a huge mouth, like a big worm. With eyes on the sides, kind of thing. With 6 legs kind of coming out of its body. From beneath
Only
it, from
6
above
legs.
it. It's kind of this big sort of... If you search up like a Zorn on Google, you'll kind of see what it looks like. But it's basically like a
How do you
multi-legged
spell
sort of
Zorn?
claw...
XORN.
Yeah. It's got like claws and big legs, and it's very kind of very gnarly in a way. And you see it, and it's huge. This is a giant version of what you saw in the dungeon that you read before. What did you say?
That's great.
Anyway, so this thing storms towards you. This is a massive one, and it kind of like intrigued. It's gonna make a perception check as well. Yeah, it notices all of you who are visible and gets within about 60 feet of you.
Can I insight check it to see if it's looking aggressive?
Yeah, you can insight check it. Go for it.
I will also prompt Freddy to start his performance at this point.
He looks like he's stunned. He can't move. He's
My
scared.
plus is good.
Can I like
Oh,
use
15.
my arms to move him?
Yeah, you can try.
Or
Cool,
just
did you
make him
get?
dance a bit.
15.
15. It looks like it's curious, but doesn't look like it's gonna. It doesn't look like it wants to hurt you, even though its expression is a bit hard to read.
Freddy, keep dancing.
As he's dancing, I'll just say from behind him.
Talk to him.
Can I do a shower of
oh.
glitter over Freddy?
You can. Quinny, what did you say?
I want to talk to the monster.
Go for it. What do you want to say?
I was gonna. Okay.
It's the wait. What language does he speak?
This will kind of reveal a little bit about the dungeon from before, but it speaks Terran.
Okay, I'm going to wait. So you know the spells that need to be touch
Yes.
work if I summon a mage hand and touch them.
It doesn't,
Nope.
unless Thomas wants it to. But there is a rogue
Uh-uh.
thing that is the mage hand thing.
No. They do not. Touch spells do not work if you use Mage Hand normally.
Sorry,
No, okay.
sorry, I backseat DM'd. After.
No, that was already going to be my answer though.
Okay.
But I've had that same thought before, which is so's dude.
What spell were you gonna cast?
Tongues.
That what? If you touched yourself, that means you would be able to speak Terran, wouldn't it? Hang on.
Lol. No.
I think
Any ability is no. Yeah, I'm supposed to touch myself. Sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I touch myself.
All right,
It's like,
Baron touches
Baron
himself.
touches himself.
That's the title of
And
this
then-
episode.
And then I will say, greetings, friend in Terran.
He responds back. What are you doing in me swamp? No, it doesn't say that.
that was good timing.
Who are you? I am no friend.
We brought you this sexy offering.
We were just wondering. We heard your noises at nighttime, and we were just wondering who you are.
I'm the bookkeeper.
He's the bookkeeper, guys. I say in common.
Ask him what kind of books he keeps.
I can understand common.
I'm talking to Baron.
I know,
Oh,
but he can hear you.
what
okay.
kind of books do you keep? I say in broken Terran.
It kind of looks around. And it points to the shelves. These ones. And those over there. And the ones beneath your feet.
Does he not like our sexy rat offering?
He looks, as you say that, he kind of looks at Freddy. And then he looks at you, Cora, specifically. Kind of twists his head a bit.
Are
Or
we
just mimicking its body language?
on you, kind sir?
What did you say? Say again.
Are we intruding on your space?
Well, it is not my space, but the ship's space on which you intrude. Just please keep the books in order, is all I ask.
Oh, okay. But oh shit, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand.
It also
I
then
said-
kind of looks around. We are missing 2 books.
Baron, what's it saying?
Yeah, can you translate? Because I have some things to ask it.
Yes, I'm translating. We're missing 2 books,
Oh.
and he says we're too messy.
Oh, I want to
Speak
ask him.
for yourself.
Baron, can you ask him, why are the books falling down? Why is there debris everywhere?
Falling down. I say to Interin.
As far as I understand, this construct, this library, is very unstable. And when the pillar is messed with, a void opens up in the bottom and opens up in the top.
How can we fix it?
Yes, I am translating all of this.
I do not know. That is not in these books.
Is it in the 2 that are missing?
I would not think so. The 2 that are missing are... just find out. It's, somewhere in here. Just gonna scroll back through here. Not that. There's a lot of pages now. That's gonna be past this, before that.
I think it's
Okay,
the
hold
symbol
on.
book and the one that involves stuff on Orcus.
Yep, Book on Orcus, Book of Symbols. Those are the 2 that are missing. Aylin, you knew!
Don't I? Wait, why do you know?
Because I think we have them.
Judy
Yeah,
has
I
one
was
and
gonna
Jen has
say-
the other.
I was going to say, I think I have one of them about symbols or Orcus. One of the 2, I don't remember which one.
I think I have the one on Orcus.
I
Yep,
think
Katie has
I would have
Orcus,
the one
Jade
on the
has
symbols
symbols.
because I have that
Yep.
cube.
Okay.
What would you do if you had the books back?
Put them back in the shelf.
Are we free to read the books?
Yes, so long as you return them.
Baron, can you ask him what his name is?
What's your name, kind sir?
I've never been asked for my name. You can just call me the bookkeeper.
But can't we give you a name? To us feel more like friends.
If you would like to.
Flubber.
And then I discuss with the rest of the crew. What should we call him?
Flubber.
Alexa?
Something cute, like Fluffy.
That's too obvious, though. Dreedy, what do you think?
Dritty's just gonna hand over the book on Orcus.
He'll kind of like delicately with his massive freaking claws like pick it out of Dreedy's hand.
Dritty is going back to making notes.
What
Why do we
about
call it Dreedy?
Larkin?
Call him.
So yeah.
Sorry, things got very confused.
I said,
yeah.
why don't we call him Larkin?
Why don't we call him Lincoln Park?
Why don't we call him Lincoln,
Linkin Park.
Darkness, Amnesia, Raisin Way?
Yeah, let's call him
Ebony.
that.
Lincoln, Darkness, Amnesia, Raven Way.
Oh,
Now all my D&D characters have transcended.
I like that name. It has a nice ring to it. And an
Last
obscene
night-
amount of syllables. And he puts the...
Last night, Lincoln, Darkness, Amnesia,
Book of
Raven Way played the concert of his dreams in Avernus, and now he's a librarian. Isn't it great? It was amazing. I'm gonna make a contract with the devil, a record contract with the devil. It's so good.
Alright, so he puts that
Goals.
book back. One still remains. Do you have the other?
Yes,
do we?
I do.
Which one?
The symbols one.
He kind of reaches out his claws expectantly.
Lincoln, would you mind if I borrowed this?
Yes, I would. Unless you return it and then borrow it again, for it is overdue.
Do that.
Okay, I'll pass it back to him. Can I
Any-
please borrow this book again?
Give me one moment. He'll shove it into the shelf, let go, and above you, you can see this kind of happen because you're not too far away from it. You see all the staircases from above you reappear, and below you as well, and sort of fill the bookcase again.
Oh, so that did fix everything.
And then he pulls the book out again. One day. That's the lone time. And he drops it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. As the captain, can I get an extended loan?
Yes, thank you for asking. 2 days.
Can it please
I was gonna
be...
say,
How about... Wait, no, Lincoln, I have a question.
Can't understand him.
2 days. He can understand common.
He can understand common?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
he just
Oh,
got
shit!
All,
Okay.
all the Zoran can understand common, but they can't speak it.
Oh.
2 days.
Oh.
So, you have 2 days for reading the book, if you'd like to.
So you
keep
can
reading.
copy out pages that you're interested in.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's how I'll spend my time skip.
Alright, so you spend your time skip and you read the book. And
And
There
I
isn't
also
a-
want to train
sure.
my dog.
So,
My cat.
you read about the book, and you read about some of the other prisms. You find out some interesting information about where to find more information in terms of looking up more about these stones in Capital, in the Library of Capital.
Mhm.
Might have some stuff about them there. But you do find a little bit of information about the, now that you know that you're looking for it, you find some information about the dual pyramid-sided shape that the dungeon seemed to kind of represent, although you didn't actually find it in there. It kind of speaks about what it does and how it works, and kind of outlines basically that if you have that stone in your possession, then that little D8 shaped stone, which is one of these like ancient artifacts, ancient magical artifacts, it essentially works as like a compass. So it points in the direction of the nearest artifact that isn't within 30 feet of it, effectively. Otherwise, it'll point to whatever's closest outside of that range. So it doesn't work within range that close, and it just sort of spins around if all the artifacts are within its range, supposedly. Again, this is not known, this is speculated, as it's stated in the book. But if there are other stones nearby, and there's one kind of further away, but not 30 feet away, further than 30 feet away, but closer than all the other ones, then it'll point to that one. But since it's got a point on both sides effectively, it's hard to say which side is the one that's pointing towards it, but one of them is. That's what we found out about the D8. Which is not in your possession currently. And you also...
Can you send that to me? Because I'm getting confused.
Yep, I will.
Thank
But
you.
the most important thing that you need to know at this point is that it's shaped like a D8. It has magical properties in that sense. And it's very, very red. It's like a ruby almost, it looks like. So all these stones in their natural forms, this is another thing you'll probably read in this book, look kind of like gems, even though they look like they're fluid on the inside. This one looks like a ruby on the outside. Just like the one you have looks like tiger's eye, but it's kind of like honey on the inside. It's like flowing.
Thomas pointed that out the other day when we were in a crystal store. He was like,
Yeah.
that's the stone.
And the one Core has, the half cube, that one would also look like a gem if it was whole. So right now you just have half, so it looks like a rock. But supposedly, if Jade decides to divulge any of this information, you'd know that by combining the other half, or combining it in total, it should, in theory, if it is actually a magical item, which you're guessing it is because it was a horse at one point, it would also look like a gemstone. But information on what its color is, what it would look like, is not in the book. That's what you find out. So, with that, if there's nothing else,
Wait, in the time skip.
we're going to time skip. So,
But I need to do my druid thing.
oh,
Yep. See, Thomas, this is how it feels.
that's all good. How do you do it? How do you-
Hate it more.
My time skip is going to be over and done with before Emma's is.
Yeah, much quicker.
Yeah,
That's
yours
it.
is 3 days. Mars was 6
6
months.
months.
Yeah, it's.
Who's looking
That's
forward to Laurent's birthday party, which I inserted into the time skip without really much presumption.
I'm excited for
You
that
have,
birthday
you
party.
have 20 minutes max for that party.
That's what we say, but really it's going to be
It's
2
Laurent's
hours.
birthday bash.
No. I've put time
Ryan,
limits next to
Ryan.
each scene that we are going to stick to.
But it's really wholesome.
I know. So it's wholesome and won't produce conflict, therefore 20 minutes. Okay, this isn't the game.
Okay, so, druid stuff. How do you want to go about it?
Core follows Drudy around a lot in the 3 days, and then realizes that he can do similar things. He doesn't quite know why, but his magic is starting to take different form.
Okay,
And he takes a level in Druid.
sweet, easy. You've done
And he
enough.
brings Dariel with him, but he kind of has... Whenever Jade's around, he makes sure to, like, shibari up Dariel and then hold him. Like, see? He's fine. He's
I'm
not
tied up.
causing you
I am
trouble.
a prisoner.
I would like to have therapy sessions during this time skip. Let's all go to Driti. I will
Alright.
I'll approach Driti and say, Driti, I need help.
Hey, Drudy! I got look at Dariel. I put him on a
This
kind
is
of
what
leash.
I need help with.
I am a prisoner.
He likes it.
I don't like it at all.
I would prefer not to be a prisoner.
He doesn't even want this.
I don't want
None
this.
of us want it.
I
He
think
can actually
You can-
get out of that anytime he wants. It's literally...
You
I don't
can be
know
my
what you're
prisoner
talking
instead. Baron.
Baron. No, Druty,
Baron
please.
says
We need
he-
therapy. Core.
Dariel?
I'm sure. Whatever makes this boat trip go any quicker is I'm down for.
Also, if it's Shibari, his arms would be like behind him.
Oh,
There you go.
Yep. The only thing that I wanted to make, like, as in like DIY, which I know I just have absolutely no power to, but has always been on my mind, is thigh-high boots where the lacing is shibari lacing. I've always thought that would look so cool. It would look so cool, but I have no skill. I have no skill. So
Shibari.
therefore, yeah.
alright.
Can I add Shibari to my list of skills?
Yeah, go for it.
I guess it's there now.
Hell yeah. If you guys, but by the way, if you guys want custom skills, I'm like more than ready to give them to you. So hit me up if you have funny ideas or anything.
Parkour. That's the only one
Do
I
it.
think that
You're
is
proficient.
definitely one of Jade's.
You're
like,
both proficient in those skills.
Yep.
All right,
I
Baron.
like
Is there
the thought
anything?
that Jade taught core.
Baron, is there anything you want to do during the time skip?
Baron.
Wait, we haven't had our
this-
therapy session.
Oh,
Is Baron coming with, or is this going to be?
Yes.
Group
Yeah.
therapy.
Group
plus
therapy.
Dariel.
Okay, sweet. Well, so we'll do Baron's thing first, and then we'll do group therapy. Baron, what do you want to do over the course of the 3 days?
Baron does his face routine diligently.
Mhm.
Is it like the 30-step Korean face routine?
Yeah, and then he gets some sea salt from the water and rubs it in his hair for some extra luscious locks.
I
Beautiful.
hate sea salt in my hair.
He also practices his playing skills.
Yeah, you're getting better.
And he keeps practicing his skills on Dario.
On Dariel.
Oh, Dario.
Yeah.
Baron, you know that Dariel is interested in men, right? Is Baron interested in men? Because we've got to be very clear if Baron is pursuing Dariel. This needs to be kosher.
Baron is not pursuing Dario. Baron's like, excuse me, I'm gonna get hives.
This is bullying.
Dario is a very confused man right now. He's just coming along for this ride. All right.
Don't worry, Dariel. We'll find you some real men in Capsule.
Ugh, men.
All right, group therapy. You guys are all doing it. How does this go?
Okay. I want to bring everyone to Vidriti. Vidriti.
You do it. You
I
bring
need
everybody.
help.
Jade says we need help.
So I'm feeling very insecure because
Just let me be very before you assume maybe I fix things. Just I might not be the right kind of doctor.
But you can listen, right? And if necessary, turn into a lap cat. That makes everyone feel better.
oh my god, the cats. The cats. I have to send you guys videos after this.
Drew just nods.
Okay.
I'm feeling very insecure.
Do I have to be tied up for this as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Great minds.
I won't challenge a
I'm feeling
majority
very-
vote.
Shh. I'm feeling very insecure because, and I don't think anybody really knows this except for Core, but I want to clarify it now. When what came into being, I was a lone statue in my temple, and for a long time I thought I was the only person there. But that wasn't actually the case. There was one other statue. And that statue raised me and taught me how to read and taught me about our religion in the temple that we were brought up in. Well, that we were made in. Brought up isn't really the right word when you were carved out of stone. And I came to trust them. But I trusted them because they were there and they seemed helpful at the time and they seemed like they had all the answers. And they seemed like my friend, someone I could trust. But in fact, that wasn't it at all. And he points to the shatter down his down him and he says, he left. And when I tried to go after him, he stopped me. In the one way that could stop a statue. And eventually I picked up my pieces and got myself back together again. But even though I'm healed, the scar is still there. And when I met you, Core,
That's me.
you were able to polish over the scar and it didn't feel as painful anymore. And it didn't look quite as bad.
It certainly didn't look as bad.
No. And I came to value you more than I valued a lot of anything that I knew.
I do like
And-
that value.
And you mean a lot to me. And now that I've met you two as well, Vidriti, I somehow feel like I can naturally trust you. And Baron is here.
Baron strikes a pose.
There he is, Baron. Look at the poses. But Dariel reminds me a lot of the other person who was in my temple.
In what way?
He speaks calming words and he appears trustworthy. But
No, he doesn't.
when it comes down
Does he
to
really appear trustworthy? I yank Dariel up with his like sparkly.
disarming then. He seems like someone you don't have to keep your guard up around. But I've met someone like that before. And they too, when it came to it, weren't forthcoming with who they really were, with what they really wanted. They did not put the survival of all over the needs of their own self. And that hurt me.
That's rough,
And
buddy.
Dariel, shush. And Dariel, you
Yes.
bring
Uh-huh.
and have brought,
I have.
and I'm convinced will continue to bring
I'm gonna... What am I bringing?
bad things to us.
Oh, okay. I mean,
That's
look, you're
rough,
not
buddy.
necessarily wrong.
No, you don't even try to hide it. And I know that it's fine to entertain him. Apparently that's how we do things. We entertain the bad people or the questionable people we come across for as long as we can.
Mm.
Until we have to deal with them. But why? When we know that he has led us into bad things and forced us to make decisions that we wouldn't have had to make, why would we still continue to trust him? Or even pretend to have him as an ally, if we are pretending? This seems illogical to me.
He has a great physique to do Shibari on.
These are all valid points.
What? This guy betraying me at all?
Core,
That's me.
I'm being very serious.
Yeah. See, Dritty, this is the therapy. This is where you come in.
Is
The
it?
mediation.
I think Jade makes excellent point though.
Okay, I need to go plug in my computer, but the one point still stands.
Wow. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Well, I trust people until they have proven they are not trustworthy.
Oh, I don't trust Dariel very much.
Look, I
I
don't
just
even
think
trust
he's
myself
funny.
very much.
I have never trusted, well, apart from Jade, I have never really trusted anyone in my entire life.
Wait, don't do it yet. Wait. I can't hear you. Wait, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hello, hello.
What? Hang on. Okay, I didn't hear any of that.
What you missed
Nothing
was
happened.
Drady said that In general, she trusts people until they prove that they are not trustworthy.
And then Core said he didn't trust anyone in his life except for maybe Jade.
And then Daryl said something along the lines of, I don't trust myself. And he sort of grinned to himself.
He doesn't trust himself. You don't trust people, Driti, until they prove themselves untrustworthy. Hasn't he already done that? And Core, if you truly trust only me, then can't you hear what I'm saying now?
I think I can take him. I just look Daryl up and down like,
But I thought that...
I need to keep an eye on Daryl for undisclosed reasons. Mystery. I throw some sparkles in the air.
He kind of looks at you
This
as
is
you
not
say
the
that.
time for sparkles, Core!
Jesus Christ. Always the time for sparkles. He doesn't say that. He retracts the sparkles.
Wait, hold on. What's this about undisclosed reasons?
That is a wink at Daryl.
What's your angle?
You say you trust me, Core, but you don't trust me with your secrets. I'm not saying you can't have any, but I'm concerned. If you want to give me a reason to understand why you want to keep him around, then give me a reason.
Oh boy, do we really want to get into this now? I look at Driti. They might charge us overtime.
I'm actually curious myself.
Mm-hmm. Right, cool.
Driti's taking notes.
Right. To avoid anger and stress, because they make me a bit frazzled. I get split ends. It's not pretty. So Daryl here, he had a list. I'm not going to really say anything more on that because it's Daryl's personal business. On that list was a name. The name on the list was someone that I used to have a connection with.
Ooh.
Yeah, Baron. It's not really like that anymore. This person hates my guts now. So I'm kind of interested in why Daryl's after them. But I also just find Daryl kind of interesting.
What was the purpose of your list?
That's for me to know and you to wonder about.
No, it isn't. Not when you're trying to convince us to trust you.
Nah, I don't think I'm trying to convince you to do anything.
I think Daryl's trying to kill him, but I'm just waiting to see what happens.
And there were more names on this list than just the one person you know hates you?
I didn't see the others.
But what did they do? This man, if you suspect him of being a killer, why are we still entertaining him? We are in the perfect position now to deal with this, and all any of you seem to want to do is make him your sex slave. Or put him on a freaking rope.
Jade, let's just put this on the ground right now. No. Shibari is a very kosher form of art expression. It has nothing to do with...
Artists here.
Yeah.
If
I was interested in Daryl, I wouldn't be taking him on a date when we get to Capital. There we go. That came out wrong. Date with other people.
Oh, I got excited for a moment there.
No, you didn't.
I told you all of these things because I thought that we could have a real conversation about this.
This is
But
a real
apparently... No, it's not. It's not. Vidriti, I think, is the only person who's properly opened up out of the three of you.
I just admitted to dating Tamar. That's a big thing for me.
He looks at you, all knowing suddenly.
Yeah, see, he's fishy. That's why I gotta keep an eye on him until he actually does something bad.
If you suspect... If you won't listen to me, listen to Vidriti. She was on this ship longer than any of us.
Yeah, but if we don't let him do his little thing, we don't know what he's actually doing. We have nothing to hold Daryl on, apart from having a weird list.
if we don't let him take lives, then we don't know he's a killer, isn't defensible.
He can't do anything while he's like this. I pull the shibari again.
You said yourself that he can get out of there anytime he wanted.
That's what I wanted him to think.
Nah, I already tried.
Fine. I see how it is. And
What
I've
would you want
learned
me
a
to
little
do,
bit.
Jade?
Put him back in the cells, where we can interrogate him and get to the bottom of this. And not treat him as though he's our friend or our plaything. Treat him as what he is, a suspect, a criminal we found, who has caused harm to us and put us at risk, in danger.
This
I
is good
value
discussion.
each of your lives. And
Dara?
I'm now the captain of this ship. I don't care what he thinks yet. I'm now the captain of this ship, which apparently means that I have more responsibility. And it seems like I'm the only one who wants to take responsibility for Unleashed. I'll let you all decide what you want to do.
What's Dariel done that's like
He
actually
was the one
really
who-
bad?
Didn't he cause all the problems which led us to getting into that cave?
No, he just did. He wasn't perceptive enough to get to us in time to tell us that we were getting sucked into the cave.
Also, he's a possible killer.
Possible.
With a list of names of
Just
people.
because Core had a bad dream. That was the only proof.
Also, Jade does think he's bad luck.
Okay.
You did
And
find.
that's a cultural thing.
I think you did find 2 daggers of venom that belonged to him.
Yep.
The list and the wyvern poison that he.
And he was
had.
also in jail when we arrived on this
Yeah,
ship. And
he was
we
already
decided to
he was
bring him
already
to
under
the
arrest when you
Oscars
found him
too.
originally.
Yep.
Dariel, why were you under arrest?
Loitering.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
can.
want? What do you have? Do you want advantage, or do you want me to?
I
I have +5.
I'm still googling famous librarians. So
All right. Well, I'll take.
hang on.
advantage.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look because I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
I have +5.
Insight's +6.
Okay, you take it.
23.
Sweet. He's lying through his teeth.
You're a liar.
I lined in really close. Come on, Dariel. Come on.
Why do you want to know why I was in the jail cell?
Because you're on trial now. We are judging you.
Judge and jury.
Alright, fine.
If it's not abundantly clear,
I vandalized the ship. And I got caught doing it.
insight check.
Go for it.
16.
Looks like he's telling the truth this time.
What did you do?
I took my dagger and I started writing Dario was here, but I didn't get to finish. I just
Insight check.
wrote a D. And there was a guard right over there, and he saw me
Insight
doing
check,
that.
yeah.
Go for it.
Take advantage.
20.
20? He's telling the truth as to why he was caught.
What ship?
It wasn't this one. It was some. I don't know. I didn't look at the name. I'm sorry.
Was it the one that got hit by the fireball?
I don't think so. It wasn't any of these ships. I did that back in Capital.
You say... Wait. You were arrested for loitering and were put onto this ship.
No, I wasn't arrested for loitering. I was arrested for vandalism.
You were arrested for vandalism and you were put onto this ship.
Yep.
But the vandalism you caused was in Capital, but this ship left in a completely different place.
Yep. Short notice.
So that doesn't make any sense, because how were you in Capital to
Look.
vandalize the ship if it was in Forhella at all?
As far as I know, this ship wasn't originally heading to Forhella at all. Once you all showed up, this was all news to me. I was told I was getting transported somewhere else. I didn't get told where, but I was put on this ship.
But this ship is headed for Capital. That doesn't make sense.
It's good news
Why
for
would
me.
it be going?
What are you
Insight
doing?
check.
Capital,
He's a
Dariel?
freaking liar. He's a liar. That doesn't make any sense. 19.
What specific statement are you checking?
This doesn't make sense. He was arrested in Capital.
Mhm.
Okay. Didn't know the ship was going to Forhella Atoll.
Mhm.
But the ship that left from Forhella Atoll is bound for Capital. So why would it be going back if
He-
it never reached its original destination?
With
Doesn't
your
make any sense.
with your check, He is lying in general, but he's being careful to tell you only details that are true, technically, on their own.
Okay, I want to see if I can do something. Hold on. Can I cast Frostbite on the Shibari and pull it a bit tighter around Dariel?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. You need to make a save. Con save.
Ooh, okay. Where is your sheet?
How many hit points does he have?
I hope not enough.
He does not have many. Alright,
I still like Dariel though.
con save.
No, I like him as a character. I think he's
Yeah,
interesting. But Jade doesn't.
I've got interesting info for him. But okay,
Core's ambiguous.
so
You can never tell if Core actually likes someone.
con save.
Yeah, which is why Jade is so insecure. No, he likes
It is
Jade.
bad,
He
it's a
has to.
10.
Core likes
Core.
Jade.
10.
Oh shit. He takes 9 points of damage.
Ooh, that looks like it does a pretty big blow. Oh, that hurts.
Tell us
That hurts.
everything. He can do that again.
I can.
Nah.
Vedriti can heal you, and then he can do it again. And then
Judy, can you
Vedriti
heal him and then
you.
I can do it again, but worse?
Mm.
I don't like being lied to, Dariel. I do actually quite... Well, I tolerate you, but...
Baron,
was-
have you got anything that might make him talk a little bit freer?
Why does it matter why I was arrested? You already know. It's none of your
Because-
business. I'm already being trialed. Fairly, according to the
If you are
justice system.
asking that question, then you have not been listening up until this point.
Okay. What about if I use suggestion?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Yes.
Suggestion
I also have Charm Person to BRB.
Yes.
with saving throw.
So wisdom save? Okay.
Wait. What are you going to suggest for him? Tell the truth.
No.
Have a fun dance.
You gotta
Just tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. The entire truth. No, the whole truth,
So
the
help you
entire
God.
truth.
So
Yeah.
basically, you just want him to. So if this works, then he just won't tell lies.
It's like you can't hide anything.
Let me. No. So suggestion.
Or how do
Wait.
you mean?
I think we need to think about that a little bit. Because
we
suggestion ends
wording.
once he's carried out. So if he just tells one truth, then the spell will end.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I'm asking carefully what you want to do.
I
Okay.
have Trump person
Tell
if I
us
want a more
everything.
long-lasting thing.
yeah.
Sorry.
Alternative, or we could say answer, and then we just be really careful what our next question is.
No, we can just be like, oh, tell us the answer to this, and then it'll be like everything that you
Yeah.
got up to or something.
So
Thomas?
say
Oh,
again.
so-
Sorry.
Uh,
So you're
You
gonna.
cannot- you've got a sentence or two to articulate that, Quinny.
This. Fuck.
Bang! You're thinking mighty hard about
Tell
this
us your guys help.
Answer. Yeah. Okay, let's try this first. What
Hmm.
about say something like answer in full the
Be
next
honest.
question is that's asked
one. All right.
in
wanna do that?
honesty.
All right. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
This one, if it doesn't work, then we can ask Core.
It's not very good.
Sure,
That
yeah.
is an 11.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got it.
Okay, right now, should we just take a second to think about what the question should be?
Yeah, we
You-
need to
okay.
take a second.
You think I'm gonna go pee? So you have
okay.
a moment. BRB for the stream.
Wait. We'll still have this. We'll still have this on recording.
Yeah, this is all recording. I'm just like going briefly,
Yeah.
so you can
Do we-
discuss.
Do we want to know about his list, or do we want to know specifically about his current goals?
I just want to know.
That's a really good point. I don't know.
Because I think
What do you wanna
Core's
know,
more should-
Quinn?
Core's more should in the list, but he can do Charm Person after this and get
Yeah.
more answers.
Yeah.
Okay, Quinny, what do you
Drudy
think?
has it as well.
3. Yeah.
Like, tell us all your what your motivations are.
Yeah, like
What your
Like a
goals
really
are?
if he's got a
broad
list,
question.
maybe something like who is he working for? Although that's
Who would
really
you
narrow.
work for?
Who is he
No,
working for?
like
Could be good for charm person.
Yeah.
If we do it.
I can see
Yeah,
Thomas
so-
as my little pony body pillow in the background.
Just a really broad question.
Oh,
Mm.
What are your intentions?
Yeah, like what are your
what are your intentions in capital?
Yeah, that's good.
What are your
Yeah.
intentions in capital?
Because Tamar
but-
is in capital.
Also, just
What are your intentions with Tamar in capital?
It's a good one.
That could be good.
intentions with capital is enough because then he'll have to.
Okay, and then if he avoids that, we can just charm person him or try suggestion again. And I think then that's
Mm.
good. Also, I'm
Radius
really
should
sorry I
definitely
didn't
be
think
our
the scene
last
would actually
resort.
become. Yeah.
This is going to be the whole game now, but it's good. I like it.
Yeah, I
Because-
feel like I'm really sorry I got really into the roleplay, but like I feel like if I didn't, then Jade would have been bottling up these feelings for a
I
long
feel like
time.
Jade still has more feelings.
He has more, but this is like the first thing that he can control as far as like, you know, making sure that once they get to capital, everything is going to be fun, going to be easy. Also, I love that lip gloss. Is that
It's
that
really
was
cool.
core, right? Core inspired.
It's core inspired. It's
I love it. Ooh, it's so pretty. When you come to Japan, you have to try my Fenty Beauty Icy Blue highlighter.
I remember you
You're
first
gonna
trying
love
that one
it.
for the first time.
Oh,
I've been
stop.
thinking of buying it.
Oh no,
I use
get it.
Jeffree Star's one though at the moment. I want to
Yeah.
get to the pan of that.
Yeah, the Quinny. If you get the one that I have, there's a really nice gold tone, which would
Yeah,
look
I was
so
thinking
nice
of
on
getting
you.
the
And if you
gold
put the
one.
blue,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh, you could try it when you're in Japan. Try it. Okay, we have a question.
Oh boy.
Queenie, would you like to
I'm
ask?
scared.
wait.
Clear are your intentions / motivations in capital?
You say what are?
Yep. Your intentions or and motivations when you
Ooh.
get to capital.
Yes, and you have to describe to me in full.
His eyes kind of glow a bit as he's about to divulge the truth in full, as is the request of the suggestion.
I'm excited. I hope this is.
To kill all of the people on the list, and
Fuck
to assassinate the daughter of the king.
Yeah.
That again? Say that again?
Validation!
So he said,
Okay.
for Aelin to repeat, he's trying to kill all the people on that list, and in addition to that, the king's daughter. Which
Ooh.
Baron knows personally from childhood, actually. It's Eldra Druamorgar.
But why?
There's no hiding it now.
For fun.
Inside check.
Yeah, you don't need to inside check that.
24.
I'm like ready. Wait, can I just punch him?
Yeah, you can punch him.
Wait, no.
Slap him.
Stop. I have
Okay.
another thing I can try before. Because as soon as you punch him.
Whew.
Alright, I want to try charm person on Dario.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wisdom save. And if it doesn't work, Judy can do it as well.
Alright.
Yeah, but my save is so low.
So is mine!
We were all level 5. We just
Yeah.
need to get
No.
back into that mindset. Low is high in this. 15 is a good roll.
Come on, Daryl, you failed every roll so far. Don't do me dirty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wisdom, did you say?
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh,
No, it doesn't work.
Oh. Try again.
Yeah,
As charming as I am.
Dirty has a negative tiefling magic modifier, so that's why that save is low.
Do you want to
Have
try
a
it?
Yeah, we'll try charm person.
And if not, we can try tomorrow. I'll be even
Well,
more charming
that's
tomorrow.
if he's
Suggest-
still on the ship.
I
Yeah,
can
we
just
can also
use
try
suggestion again.
suggestion too.
Yeah.
True.
Let's try that again.
But we get short answers with that.
But we can get answers now. I feel now that we know.
It's not
I'm
as good. This is
concerned
a
about what he might
14
try.
wisdom.
Yeah, that saves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my save's
Okay.
14, dude.
Well, no, I mean the tiefling magic stuff that I have, like suggestion and charm person,
Wait, is that right?
are 11.
Oh, that's why it's so low,
Low
because
charisma.
it's a druid. It's a druid one. That's why
Yeah.
my save's so low on it, because my wisdom isn't as high
Yeah.
as my intelligence.
Yeah.
15 is like still high though. It's
My
only
wisdom-
compared to our D&D our other D&D games that it's low.
Yeah.
So
My wizard save is 14 and my druid save is 13. So,
Interestingly
yeah.
enough,
Oh,
Daryl's
shit.
strongest stat is his strength. I actually didn't know that.
Wrestle.
Okay,
Um,
can I attempt to use suggestion to throw that one out there too?
Go for it. Oh no, we're gonna unravel so much information from
well,
this.
I'm this close to throwing him overboard, tied up in his shibari. So.
Can he roll another wisdom?
Another wisdom save? Alright, I don't think he's got another
Yeah.
good one in him, but we'll see. Wisdom save, did you say?
Yep.
Alright. That's a 9.
Okay, cool. I suggest you tell us the truth about the matter. There you go.
Truth about the matter, did you say? In terms of like, with reference to like the question about what is in.
With reference to
So what was the question exactly that was asked that you're referring to?
What are your motivations?
Or like, why does he want to kill these people?
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Yeah, why?
I've been ordered to.
Fuck.
I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just came to me one day in a dream.
Do you need
I
some help,
slap him
Daryl?
with mage hand.
Daryl, I think you need some help. What about some fresh air? I pull on his rope, so I'm going to start leading him up the top of the ship.
But what, Daryl, are you doing us under duress? Is this under your own volition?
This is fine.
Right, I'm throwing him overboard.
I'm
gonna, like,
Jade,
pull him up.
I grab him by his shibari.
Oh.
We still kind of need more answers from him.
Nah, you really don't. You really don't need any more. The water looks pretty good. I reckon I
Shut
can
up,
swim in
Daryl.
this.
Wait, you want to go overboard?
Yeah, see, he wants to.
I just
Don't
want
let him
whatever
do
you
what he
want.
wants. Can we put him back
No.
in jail?
Okay, let me just do one thing
Daryl.
first. And now I would like to punch him in the face.
Go for it. Roll.
I'm like, oof.
18!
It is. I mean,
Let me
you can
my
roll with
hand.
advantage as well.
He hasn't been healed from his
Nope.
other one, by the way.
He can have a nice sleep.
Did
and
you roll
think
with
about what he's
advantage?
done. I didn't. Do
Okay,
I?
roll with advantage because he's bound anyway. He can't protect himself.
18, so it's still
Yeah.
it was 17 or 18, so 18 plus
Had to give you a chance to crit.
unarmed strike. 25 to hit. Oh, I'm so powerful.
You hit him.
Yep, and that's 9 points of damage. Oh no!
Is he okay?
Not really, but he's alive.
How are you feeling, Daryl?
After that punch, he's like
Okay, sorry.
bleeding from his face.
Let's throw them back in
Sorry,
the jail.
guys.
jail
I'm
cell.
usually not the one to talk sense, but I don't think he's going to talk even if we torture him.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
let's use more magical means when we can.
I will
Back-
try and
Okay.
charm him tomorrow.
Oh.
Have
Let's go back to the cells with him.
my sleeve. And then he goes to Dario and be like, darling, I love you.
I love me too.
Can you heal Daryl, Judy? Once we get him in the cell.
It's fine. Just leave me like this.
You see,
Judy's
he's happy with us.
Jade.
Hey!
What's that? Sorry, wait. You what? Sorry, I missed that.
Cor asked Drudy to heal him, and Drudy looks to Jade because Drudy's not really inclined to heal unless it's an order.
Fine, I'll do it. Screw you guys. I cast Healing Word on him.
How much does he get back?
He gets back the maximum, which is 6. Which
6?
is not very much.
He's
That's
And
fine.
Cor looks a
He
bit
doesn't need
annoyed
it.
at Drudy.
he looks a lot better. It's like he's been brought from the edge a little bit, so he's not bleeding as much anymore. But he's still pretty hurt.
We are
Right.
not going to torture this guy to death. Just saying.
No,
Thanks,
I just
Cora.
really needed to do that.
Always
I didn't
appreciate
realize.
it.
Daryl, magic, you see, I don't really count in the torture zone. I mean, more like the physical punching and shit. So you can.
Oh, I don't mind. I can take him. Hit me again.
See, I think you have some really interesting
That was
kinks.
Emma.
Daryl.
I just.
I have
I'd be
more
fine with this.
suggestions to burn if we want
Let's
to.
take him down to the cell.
Yeah, into the cell.
Yeah, I want to reassert some more dominance.
Oh no. This
Also,
campaign
after-
turned into like torture porn at this point.
After
What? How did this
Seeing,
game get more like salacious than the DC suddenly?
I want you all to know that I'm very, very glad this is the way this turned out.
This is hilarious.
I'm
This
I'm glad I pushed for it. I'm glad you guys went along with it, and I'm glad that we've come out stronger. This is all
you know
therapy
what's
should
funny
get.
is like I have
This is good
notes.
therapy.
I have a lot of notes for like session 18. I am very far back in the notes from like the start of the ship at this point, reading through
Yep.
stuff. So this is fun.
Welcome.
I have all these notes like not explored, didn't say this. I'm just like, we're getting through them. We're cranking out those old data
We're not the
points.
disappointment crew this time.
Nope.
After seeing poor heal, Dara and Oaktree will go ahead and do some as well.
That's
I
right.
think it was
We're
probably
not brutes.
that like look she gave him, or nope, he gave her, kind of was like, "You're a medical professional, do your job." So he takes back. Once he's in the cell, he takes back 15 plus 3 temp HP. So
Ooh.
15 actual HP, and then
He looks
3.
better than he did before he got punched at all. Whew. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I've never felt better.
And you'll never feel this good again.
Oh, I don't know about that.
In character laughing.
Dariel,
I like you, Jade. Man of morals. I respect that.
I don't respect you.
I had a feeling.
I never really did.
I've been respectfully punched before. That didn't feel quite the same.
Should we do watches on him?
I will take the first.
I'm gonna stay with Jade just in
Justin?
case it turns into an all-out brawl and someone ends up dead. It's probably gonna be Daryl. I really don't think you can take Jade. No offense, Daryl.
Thank you, Core.
Let me at him.
Do you guys want more information?
Let's all just... Yeah, let's all see what we... Let's milk as much as we can out of him. Ourselves.
Yeah.
Baron, how
Okay.
can you do this? I feel betrayed.
I have another suggestion.
I feel like now that we're in a position of power, we can use these as freely as we like. So,
Yeah. I have 2 more suggestions to Ben.
mhm.
Right.
What do you want to ask?
So
We should ask if he's doing this of his own free will.
Also, wisdom
think-
saves, right?
Yeah,
looking for.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But also who he's working for.
Yeah.
Haha.
No, we can literally like tell him to answer the questions truthfully to a few questions.
Answer the next 10 questions truthfully.
Haha.
That's
is
good.
Yeah.
Insane.
Good. Yeah. Let's try that.
Oh,
Let's
no.
see how much that works. We have 10. We can say as many as we want.
It's a massive
This is a
loophole.
broken
Yeah.
spell. Oh wow. Okay. And it lasts for 8 hours, so long as we think
Emma's
of it.
so
10
excited.
questions. I've never thought of the possibilities.
This reminds me of
Yeah.
when Brian gay as Jennifer and it was just like everything.
Everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Do you know my friend Tash made up that character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Can
Alright.
we do the save?
Wisdom save.
I wonder where Jennifer is now.
He sent her back to the what's her name? Is her name begin Zan?
No.
Is that Zan?
Zanel.
That's
Yeah,
a
Zanel.
6 on the save.
6 on
Okay,
the
awesome. We got 10 questions to ask
save.
him.
Okay. Right.
Alright.
Who do you work
There's
for?
4 of us. Should we ask for 2 each?
Yeah.
No. Let's actually like go through. So who do you work for? Is our first one.
Oh no, we're revealing so much information.
Yes, Thomas. I'm gonna start taking some proper
Okay,
notes.
so you
I was
ask,
just gonna watch this.
and his eyes glow for a bit. I work for Medusa.
Shit.
For what reason are you working for Medusa?
I'm getting paid very well, and I do not have a
Fuck
say in the matter.
Why don't you have a say in the matter?
Someone I care deeply about will die otherwise.
Okay.
I need to keep track of these.
I'm writing. Okay.
Did you intend to harm
we don't- we
any of
don't-
us?
4th question. No, of course not.
See?
Why do you want to kill? Oh, wait, no. Sorry, is everyone on your list? Were you ordered to kill everyone on your list, including the princess?
Yes.
Wait.
I have
Okay, so-
more I want to ask, but I'm still trying to write down all the questions so we can keep track of it. No to killing us. And everyone on the list kill? Yes.
Do you
No,
guys
no
mind
to
if I
harming
ask
you
that?
intentionally.
Yeah, go for it. No, we have hang on. How many? We have 5 left, so ask one.
Why have you been ordered to kill Tamar?
Only Medusa knows.
Where
Okay.
is Medusa?
I don't know.
Who is Medusa holding captive that you care about so deeply?
Oh no, we don't need to ask about that.
I want to know.
Okay. This is an interesting one. My son.
Oh,
I have so many other questions now.
He's been hiding a lot.
Let's try and keep it to the ones which are going to pertain to the mission. Hang on.
yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Medusa, IDK, who, son. I'm writing these down in short form.
We got 2 left.
So far we have, who do you work for? Medusa. Why? Paid well, no say. Why no say? Loved one will die. Would you kill us? No. Everyone on list die? Yes. Tamar, why? Medusa knows. Where Medusa? IDK. Who, son? So, what's next?
If
What
we
else?
I'm gonna run this by you guys. If we rescue his son, maybe
I
he
don't
won't
care
kill
about
the
that.
people on the list.
I don't. That doesn't.
Wait, no, I do care about that. Jade does.
Because then he won't
Jade
kill
cares
people on
about
the list.
Jade cares about the son being in danger, but he doesn't care about saving.
How old does Dario look?
Fairly young.
I thought he was young. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I
in his
thought he was
20s.
like
That really.
If
Don't
this
worry.
is what I'm gonna
Children
think
are
about
also made
asking.
magically in this world.
Yes. My pitch is going to be, if your son wasn't being held hostage, would you still have done this?
If there was nobody else being held hostage, then no.
Okay. I can understand you better now.
if we rescue your son, will you stop doing this?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's not a convincing answer to me.
No, that's not a real answer.
He
No.
legitimately doesn't know.
Yep. So wait, but he wouldn't be doing this. Wait, that doesn't. I'm confused because if
So he said
wouldn't
earlier
be doing this.
if nobody else was being held hostage either. So if just his son was safe and somebody else was being held hostage, then he'd still be doing it. Potentially. Is what you might
Then
be
he's
able to infer from
good,
that.
but then he's not evil. But that's questionable because, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, Dario, you have a son. What's your son's name?
I made that up. Don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a son.
Ah, see, this isn't fun, Dario.
I think I've said enough. I don't feel like talking anymore.
I was trying to get you to do it freely, but we have more magic.
And then use your magic.
Just trying to help you, dude.
I don't need help.
Sounds like you do.
There's more I think we could ask, but maybe we should take a step away from him and ask and figure out what we want to find out ourselves. Or whoever's off watch could figure out amongst themselves what they want to know, and then those who are on watch can...
I could have used suggestion on Karul and gotten so many answers. Anyway, it's fine.
Too late now.
It's fine.
Also, he has a mad high save for wisdom, so
There's always bad rolls.
it's
Anyway.
always bad rolls.
Daryl only has a +1 for his wisdom save.
Mm.
I think
Okay, I
mine's
have all the
19
questions
save.
written down.
Yeah.
Screaming internally. Whew. Came back
Okay.
for this info.
We should ask who
Right.
else
Well,
could be held
we
hostage.
luckily we're on a ship with a huge library and a librarian who knows how to do it to find out where Medusa is if we want to.
You definitely do have a very large library.
Yep. Okay. What else do we want to
Who
know?
else is Tyrant?
I want to know who else could be held
Knows his
hostage.
identity.
Yeah.
Is your name really Dario?
Yes, that's my real name.
Inside check.
Yeah. Do it. Who do you work for? Medusa?
That's cocked. Ah! 15 plus... I think it's 5.
He's telling the truth. He's really called Dario.
This might be one I ask again if I don't hear a truthful answer. But when we asked if you had intended to harm us, that was then, when we didn't know. Now that we know everything, is that still true? Do you truly mean to keep us alive now that we know everything? You've made it very clear that you could take me if you wanted to.
I don't think you could take me.
Okay, since we're being a
Stands
little
in all its
truthful
might
around
glory.
here,
I don't think you could either.
look, I'm a very powerful sorcerer, but I don't really think I could, nor do I really want to. It's not in my best interest.
I have to go find Tamar now, and I am really unhappy about that, Dario. I just want you to know that, personally, that you have scarred.
Sorry for scarring you.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Ever so sorry. If there's anything I can do to ease the pain, just let me know.
No, I can think of a few things.
So, Captain Jade. Is there anything else you want to know? Anything else?
Can I turn
Natural.
Dario's hair orange? Just for fun.
You can. You have the power
Like
to.
in Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah. If I can't be beautiful, I don't see the point in living.
That's oh my gosh. Loran is basically Howl. Anyway,
I see it, yeah.
Mhm.
Except Loran would like orange hair.
yeah, he would.
Maybe.
His hair is close enough. Does Dario like orange hair, Thomas?
Maybe you should ask him.
How do you feel about
Do you
orange?
Do you like that hair?
I like it more than getting punched in the face, yeah.
Well, the second one isn't out of the question just yet.
Yeah, but I do like it more.
Can I turn his nose orange?
Yes.
Hi. Yes.
Dario, you have a carrot.
You have a what? What did you say?
A carrot nose.
Oh. Great. I've always wanted one of those.
Hmm.
Kind of looks expectantly in Jade's direction, so.
So how does one get involved with Medusa?
It's not so much that it goes that way around, necessarily.
How does Medusa get involved in someone's life then?
Sometimes she kidnaps a kid. It's a pretty effective way of doing it. Hurts
Random?
just a little bit.
Or did you deserve it?
I don't think I did anything to deserve it. Not that I know of.
Does the kid
Insight
have
check.
another parent?
Roll insight.
I saw one roll. Yeah. Natural one.
Natural one.
It was coming.
His expression is extremely hard to read right now.
Does the kid
I-
have another parent?
Could you rephrase that?
Could anyone else involved in the child's life have done something that would have warrant him being taken?
Not to my knowledge. But they're no longer around anyway.
Are you the only parent of this kid?
Yeah.
Insight
Yeah.
check.
Go for it.
13 plus 5 is 18.
18? Yeah, it seems like he's pretty much telling the truth for the most part.
What happened to the other
What does
parent,
that
if there
mean?
ever was one?
I don't feel like I want to give you that much information on my private life.
Well, we already know so much about each other, Dario.
Yeah, just about enough. Just the right amount of information we know about each
We're
other.
gonna be getting to know a whole lot more whilst you're in this cell.
I hope not.
You
No,
hope
Cora's
not.
right. You don't have a say anymore.
Ah. Nah, I don't
You
really feel like telling you
forfeited
that much
that.
more.
You forfeited your right.
I don't think I
Because-
so much forfeited it as it was taken away from me, but semantics.
Why are
Go
you so
ahead.
annoying now, Dario?
I still don't like you.
Yeah,
I kind of liked you before.
the feeling is mutual.
I still really like you, Dario.
Baron.
Baron.
I turned Baron.
We
don't
said
worry.
Baron at the same time with the same tone of voice.
Oh, Baron.
Wait, who are you again?
Beautiful. I love Baron. I love this group.
Because he's a guy, so Baron like doesn't feel any reason to remember you.
He looks visibly shaken as you say that.
That is the most powerful weapon at our disposal.
Yeah. Who are you?
Psychic damage. Yeah, he seems after having gone through suggestions, being punched a few times, seems like he's pretty agitated with all of you.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
shit.
So that's kind of
Well,
why.
he deserves it.
He
Yeah.
does deserve it.
Mm.
Well, now what?
Well, if we have nothing else to say, let's get our watches set up and think on this until morning. We still have some time before we reach capital. And before then, we have to make a decision.
Hey, Daryl, what if I brought you two tomorrow? Like this. He like gestures to the Shibari.
And we tell him what you were going to do.
He has a very bad temper.
Look, personally, I'd really rather you didn't try to help me out any more than you have. I feel like I've gotten a lot more than I
that
could
wouldn't
have
be
ever
me
asked
trying
for.
to help.
Yeah, right. I
Do you
have
believe
feeling.
that to be an adequate solution?
Me?
Tamar would destroy him?
Yeah,
Pulverize. Oh, poor boy.
Tamar would destroy Daryl. He'd probably
that what
destroy
you-
me too. It would probably be like a 2-punch kind of thing.
Tamar is really strong.
Do you want me to bring him whilst you're disguised?
How tall's Jade again?
Actually,
I'm 6'7".
Tamar is bigger than Jade.
Jesus.
How tall is
Hell
Tamar
yeah.
again?
He's a half orc. He's like 7 foot tall.
It's
Is
fine.
it in the...
I have a very calming energy, I've been told.
Hold on. Do I have it? I have
you have Tamar?
I have Tamar somewhere in here.
Yeah. You have
Wait.
my original write up, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I have that in here
Avaros
too.
is 6'3". Tamar is 7 foot, I'm pretty
Did-
sure.
No, you didn't give me Avaros's height.
I did, I gave you it today.
Today? Oh, you
There's
did.
so much-
You did.
There's so much information to keep track of as a DM.
Yeah. I haven't got it in my massive
Avaros
folder
is
of stuff.
I couldn't remember if he was 6'2" or 6'4", so I went with 6'3".
Alright, I'm gonna
So
put
Avaros
that
is 6'3", and Tamar is 7 foot tall.
hey, he's not even as tall as Baron.
Yeah, but
Who?
Avros is a shorty.
Oh yeah, he's an elf. He's not.
Loom!
Alright, cool.
Loom!
Heights added.
This is fine.
So, let's skip forward a bit. Now, I'm guessing that you're gonna take your sleeps, you're gonna regenerate your spells.
Yeah.
And you're gonna ask a bunch more questions of Daryl. So we can kind of skip through those really quickly, and I can give you all his answers.
Oh god.
Okay.
So if you've got a bunch of
God.
questions you want to ask, I'll just tell you the information that he would have told you.
What happened to the son's other parent?
So, okay, what happened to the sons of the parent? Do I have this written down? Just gonna double check. Do.
This is your life now.
Do.
Content.
While you're looking,
Oh,
I'll
this is
show you
interesting.
fabric I bought. It's got little crowns on it.
This is funny. I know what happened to the parent. Daryl does not.
Are you still
Ooh.
involved with the other parent, and would you like to find them?
He's not involved in the sense that they're gone, and he would still like to find them, or find out what happened to them. That's what he would garner through however many questions.
Who is the other parent? This is Core's line of questioning.
The other parent is another human man whose name is written in here somewhere. Well, actually, another human man. Do you want to know the name?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was thinking I was.
I
All
want
the
to know in
content, Thomas.
detail.
Oh my god. Hold on. This is a different page. That's not this page or that page. It is this page. It's Shavask.
Shavask. So is that your husband?
Full name is Shavask Ildenti, if you want to ask that. And I'll write that down in the
Shavask
chat.
Al dente.
Al dente.
It's actually Ildenti.
I like
but
my
yes.
Shavasta al dente.
So is this Dariel's husband, who is currently missing, who is the magical father of their son, who is being held captive by Medusa?
Basically, yeah. That husband disappeared quite a while ago. Dariel thinks he was killed.
Okay, I would like to research Medusa, possible locations, and try and figure out a motive for her to.
Okay, so if you go to the library and you search
Yep.
up Medusa,
I say hi to Lincoln on the way.
if you see him, you say hi. He's probably going to be sleeping. But you go and you look, and I want you to roll for me an investigation check.
Let me check my investigation. It's not amazing. Can I bring Vedriti?
You can.
Would you
Yeah.
like to help me,
Is it-
Vedriti?
Yeah, Judy would like to help with research and just
How's-
say, like, if you need her for healing things, she can do that, but otherwise she's doing research.
How are you in investigating? Can I assist you? This is a bit meta, sorry.
She's maybe proficient in it.
Vedriti. I approach Vedriti knowing that my investigation skills aren't very good.
I think I have
Vedriti, can you
+6.
please assist me in the library? I can reach books that are higher than where you can reach.
Of course.
Okay. Then can maybe Vedriti do it with my assistance?
Yeah! Advantage. You guys are there for a while. You can browse around. You've got 3 days.
Okay. So that is a 16.
16? Okay. You might find something. Maybe one book that would mention Medusa in kind of like a succession of other notable mobsters who run gangs
She's a
around the
notable
world.
mobster.
Yeah, she's basically a mobster. She is like almost like a
That
cult
makes
following of
sense
people.
with Tamar then. Okay.
So she's kind of just running some sort of illicit businesses on the side, and she's got basically people that she wants to kind of have.
We need to find Tamar.
Have no
Shall
longer
we
be
share
there.
this information with the others, Vedriti?
Sure.
It is shared with the others.
Yeah.
Someone have to
Everybody
say
else.
about it.
We do need to find Tamar, and I would like a protection squad.
Okay.
Why?
Why is
I'll protect you.
such a big question?
Why? Where are we going?
Capital.
To capital!
Okay.
Downtown.
Let's
I
City
think
of
that we
gold.
have a basic looks of a plan.
Hmm.
We keep Dariel captive. Bring him to Tamar and explain. And if you wish to be disguised, then we can do that. And in all likelihood, if we come saying that we came off of a ship, we discovered him in our jails, in our cells, and learnt what he was intending to do and thought it was best that we hear from Tamar what the solution should be.
I could Shibari bind Dariel to your back. Because then
Yes.
Tamar wouldn't think that I did that.
Okay, I'll do a Dariel backpack situation, and I'll wear a big cloak over it.
Alright, Dariel, are you ready?
I guess.
Okay, skipping forward to the night to like minutes before we get off the boat.
No, okay. So, that done. Out of the way. If you want to retcon some extra questions in, feel
Oh,
free.
I would, yes. I would also like to mention to the others that if, for whatever reason, this plan doesn't go well, or if there's anything that we can't do, then we should use the key to get an audience with the actual authorities and try and get them to deal with him.
Don't
But
mention
that's
my
like a-
name.
But, like, that would be Jade's suggestion for a backup plan if this goes pear-shaped.
I wonder how Jade would actually feel about Tamar. That's interesting.
I don't know
Yeah,
much.
boys.
I don't really know anything about him unless Core tells me. All I know is that he had a bad relationship with Core, which puts him in my bad books, but not as bad as Dariel, who was going to kill people and is associated with a mobster.
I think Jade only would know about Avros because Avros is probably
Yeah,
his main contact.
yeah, I know about Avros.
Avros is very fabulous.
Sure you do. Yeah, Avros is great.
Sure.
All right.
Oh yeah, Avros.
So
Avros, my dude.
My
We are going to
dude.
now-
When like your best friend is friends with your ex.
okay, so now we're going to quickly skip forward into the future. So it was a sunny day when you left. Now, Jade, you're a captain. You're at the wheel. You're steering the ship. It is storming. It is thundering. It is raining. There is rain. The ship is swaying from side to side. Everybody else is on deck, holding stuff down. Core, you're doing your best to
I'm skating in the rain.
skating in the rain. Okay, you're skating in the rain. Not keeping a lookout anymore. You've seen the capitals approaching. You guys are almost at the port. I want
I Titanic pose on the end.
Jade. I want you to make a dex check for me first.
Okay. I don't think that's too bad.
How'd you go?
I got a 12 on the dice plus 4, 16.
16? Pretty good. You're keeping your feet steady. You've been doing this for a little while. 3 days now. You're getting the hang of it. Everybody else make dex saving throw for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, dudes.
Fuck.
Alright, boys.
I got 12.
12?
I need to get to my saving throws.
Yeah.
Also 12.
12?
Wait.
I'd like to say that I'm in the infirmary with
Three.
y'all.
Core, don't forget you have the dex ring.
Oh yeah, I used my ring. I'll figure it out.
Core is almost flung off the ship before he unnaturally regains his stature. All of you are mostly fine. You're thrown about a little bit on the ship from how much it's swaying and the wind and the rain, which has been going for a while now. It's been raining all day, and it's been calming down as you've been approaching. I was gonna say a prayer for some reason.
Oh my god. We are transcending.
As you're approaching capital.
The crossover episode is coming.
Now, despite it, kind of calming down a little bit, it's still very torrential. It's insane. There is somebody waiting at the port. Captain Stronghand is at the front. He's got the rope ready. And he's kind of signaling to everybody that he sees someone there. And to Jade also to slow down the ship.
Oh, I would have told Captain Stronghand that as I am now the captain of the ship,
Yeah.
I need to check the cargo, just make some final checks on board, bring some things off before they can, disembark and do all of their things. So that we can slip Dariel out.
Under the cloak.
Roll persuasion.
Under my big back. I've just got a really big backpack and... Oh wait,
Yeah.
can I...
Can you?
Okay, right. This is what I want to say, and I want to see if it gives me advantage.
Mhm.
Captain Stronghand, as a fellow captain, I think you understand the importance of organisation.
Look,
And
I'm
keep
not
you
a sea
away.
captain, just so you know.
As a fellow captain, but the name brings an honour itself, and an understanding. Does it not?
Kind of a tear starts to well up. You're very
You're a
understanding.
good man, Stronghand. And you fared well on this sea.
Really coughing. As are you. You've done a good job.
Thank you. Now, I thank you so much for respecting as well the need to make my organisations.
By all means.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'll roll. Okay. I have no charisma.
That is not enough for advantage, but you can roll normally.
Okay. Oh, I may have already rolled with advantage. Should I roll again?
Nah, screw it. Just take it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, it's 14.
14?
That was a weird face. How did I get there?
Hmm.
It's like my chin disappeared. A
Why,
whole new world of possibilities.
pray tell, do you want to check the cargo? As far as I'm aware, is that there was just a single prisoner on board.
I'm not
And supplies and food.
necessarily. Yes, I want to, as the captain, ensure that everything is of accord and in its proper place, and that also I have a chance to give my passengers, in their entirety, the opportunity to give feedback on my captaincy, so that in future I can be a better captain. I'm looking around for Core subtly.
Can I see this happening?
Nah, it's
Can I
funnier this
slide
way.
in?
Wait,
Can I slide
okay,
in?
where are you? Where would Core have been?
He was
He
probably
would've
just
been in
walking
the-
around the rails.
Yeah, you would have
Oh,
seen
but
it.
he would have been on lookout because he's the lookout, so it
He
makes
was
sense.
at
He
the
can
front.
always see. He can always see.
Okay, he probably would have been back and forth between that position, so if he can see, he'll slide in.
Yeah,
Hey.
okay, I guess that's fine. If you're going down there, could you bring the prisoner up?
Stronghand, can I talk to you just for a little bit while Jade does his things?
I'm tired. I'm going to go and check everything. Bye.
Yeah, Stronghand, I really want. Yeah.
Sweet.
Charisma.
Thanks. Core, what is it?
I really wanted to get some workout tips from you. You're just such a strong, muscular man. I'm really aspiring to this level.
Okay, we can talk about
I
this
am-
later.
No, it's really
I am-
important. Can I roll a persuasion?
Yes, you can
Meanwhile,
try roll
I
persuasion.
think you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Vedriti and Baron and telling them it's go time.
Okay,
I
let's
have
switch
very
to...
good persuasion.
Okay, what's your persuasion roll?
Wait, it's 15 plus. Is it 5 or 6? Hold on, I'm just forgetting. Persuasion's plus 5, so it's 20.
Look, okay, so this is what you do. And he starts giving you workout tips. Now, we'll cut to the others.
Okay, I'm running to Baron and Vedriti and telling them it's time.
Drudy is in the
Yeah.
infirmary with the Olivers.
Baron
Okay.
is dressed in a clown jester costume.
What?
Okay. That's the most offbeat thing that has ever happened in
It's
this
like the
game.
Pennywise
And this is happening. Okay, Cool.
That caught me off guard.
I love it. Hello, new look. Is that?
Naren.
My name is Naren.
Naren. Okay.
Have you met Naren?
Hello, Naren. It's time. We have to take we have to take Dariel off the ship somehow.
Okay, my name is Naren, and I will take him off the ship.
I'm gonna take the Shibari backpack, Dariel, and I say, now what?
Who are you asking?
To Baron and Vedriti.
I'm distracting Stronghand, guys.
Now
Yeah,
we
yes,
run
exactly.
away.
Sounds legit, but maybe we should take some efforts to conceal him. Or make him quiet.
Dress him up in my. I dress him up in my disguise kit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
How are you disguising him? Or what are you disguising him as?
I'm disguising him as Oliver.
What?
If we just that might be a bit impossible.
That's gonna be a bit
Okay,
hard. But
Can you disguise him as yourself? I'll ask Baron.
Okay, I'll disguise him as my other twin, Perrin.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't he transform himself into Darren? He can go back to being Darren.
Okay. So we can have Baron on my back and Darren standing next to me, which what?
No, he is
Okay.
Darren. Darren.
Okay.
Wait, what is this?
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I'm so stupid. Yeah. Okay. And that tracks because we saw him on the ship earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
All right, you walk back up. You're on top deck. Captain Strong in his there.
Stealth, please.
And if
Stealth, please.
And if you squat, you just gotta keep it's like you're sitting in a chair, but not really. You gotta make sure that you keep your back arced at a 45-degree angle. You see, I don't know. And what did you get for your stealth rolls, everybody? Everybody who's stealthing.
I got 21,
Wait.
14 plus.
Yeah. Captain Strong does not see you.
17.
How much? Say again.
17.
17? Yeah, you're stealth. You can't see you.
17, 38.
Vedriti, are you stealthing or are you just walking?
No, she's just walking normally with the two Olivers.
Okay, you're walking with the two Olivers.
She's,
Captain Strong, he's like...
maybe she's being a distraction. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a perfect real-life representation of what Storyhand looks like. I know. So he's flexing in front of Core.
Core's just like, This is fine.
His muscles like
You're
they're
doing the Lord's work.
like as thick as like Core. Your waist is about the girth of his bicep muscles.
I think his biceps probably bigger. Core's just like
Probably. They're very
big as
like,
Core's whole body.
he's very Johnny Bravo-esque.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway, so
Like polite clap.
he sees the others approaching now. No, he doesn't. He only sees Verdridi approaching.
Yeah.
Verdridi. Sorry, Core. I hope that's enough information. If you have any questions, feel free to write.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Yeah, well, anytime. It's not often that I get to give advice of this nature, so that was cathartic for me. Verdridi, have you seen the others?
Is there some sort of protocol we need to follow?
Well, so Jade disappeared, so I just docked the ship like just before he left. We're like just tied and anchored, so that's all good. We're just waiting for his word to step off because we need to wait for the
Are they
captain.
off the ship? Are they off the ship?
I'm coming back for Cloud. I forgot him. And my
He's sleeping right on the deck.
okay,
Cool,
I would
I'll
pick
say
him up on the
goodbye.
way.
He's still sleeping.
Okay. Am I missing any other NPCs? I have my cat. We have Dariel. We have both the Olivers.
Yeah,
there
Mort and Freddy are
anyone
there for
else?
themselves. No, Mort, Freddy,
Well-
Captain Stronghand. Tome
Did
of
you get
Nature
off the
is
ship?
dead on the ship.
We're off. We're off.
All
think.
right, strong hand.
Wait, actually, no, wait.
It's been real.
Is Tome of Nature in a bag on the ship somewhere?
Didn't we bury her? Or we put her in the rocks?
I thought you said this wasn't a proper burial ground, and then you like took her
Oh.
with you to like give her the burial that she deserved or something.
Should have done a burial at sea.
Wait, didn't we do that though?
You can retcon that you did if you'd like to.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
I
let's
think
see.
I might have. Yeah, I think I might have said that and then completely forgotten that she existed.
Well, I mean, she's kind of doesn't right now. at
Life and
least.
times of
Okay. Well, yes, she never did.
May she
Yeah,
rest in
the
peace.
life and times of she. I'm so sorry, Lily.
All right, I'm gonna go take over from Jade. So I'm gonna say goodbye to Stronghand and take Shibari Dariel, so Jade can go make a kosher appearance back on the ship.
Okay, I
Well-
will stealth back onto the ship.
Actually, before you go, I still have to pay you all for acting as crew on the
Yes,
ship.
give me money.
Well, we need to actually step down onto the dock. I need to wait for my superior to come. We should be here any minute at this point because of how long we've been waiting here.
Can Jade collect my money? I really need to use the bathroom.
Yes.
Cool. See ya. He jumps off.
Are you jumping off
Okay.
onto the port?
He goes into the dock to take Dariel from Jade.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I will.
He's gonna wait there on the ship.
Can I stealth back on? But what I'm doing is I'm gonna like parkour up somewhere I can't be seen and like pop in where like not on the entrance, but like as if I'm coming around from like my inspection.
Yes, acrobatics with advantage. Go.
17 plus like so much. Hang on, my D&D Beyond page is loading. I think it's 7. Yeah, 24.
You're graceful, majestic, and it works out exactly as it works out even better than you were planning. It looks even more graceful, but maybe Jade doesn't realize necessarily how apt he is at
I'm
this sort of
alone on
skill.
the ship with a -1 charisma in a difficult situation. This is gonna.
Well,
be
Captain Stronghand, all his men, and all the guard are still on the ship, kind of on deck now, waiting for you.
As Dreedy.
And Dreedy's there.
Thanks, thank God. Yes, okay.
Mort and
So,
Freddy are also there.
I'll sort of bring Dreedy around with Mord and Freddy and just say thank you so much. Let's descend so that we can
Is this exchange?
exchange payment.
Oh, we're good. Okay, so you've got to do
Doesn't-
the honourable
Yes.
shifting of the plank so that we can walk off the ship.
I shift the plank.
All right, you put it there. You say, get off the boat. You're on the dock now.
Okay.
It's raining. And he kind of looks at you all. I think we arrived a little bit earlier than I thought, so we might have to wait here just a short while for my superior to arrive. But as soon as that happens, we'll exchange
fine.
payment.
Okay. Like, do I see where Core and Baron are? Can I assume that they've disappeared for the greater good?
I've transformed into a 6-foot tall man, so I'm able to carry Dariel.
Okay.
Cool.
No,
So
Turning
do
into
I
my
see?
triplet.
Baron, say again.
No, you're transforming back into Karen.
Oh god. Okay, yes, he transforms back into 6-foot-tall lady
Okay,
Karen.
so I
and
see
carries
the Baron.
Dariel.
So I see the Baron, Karen, Darren family.
Yep.
Okay, I just give them a nod, like, do what you gotta do.
Get my money.
As you sort of wait for a couple of minutes here, looking around, looking expectantly at Captain Stronghead himself,
I'm glued to Vedriti's side. I'm not ready for this information. For this
you do see
interaction.
in the distance a figure approaching. Two figures approaching. One, slender, tall. Actually, wait, hold on. I have my actual description. Gritty skin-toned looking human woman. Underneath an umbrella, being carried by a subordinate in a dark business suit, tie and all. And all of you who would have played in session 5.5, which is everybody except Jade, will recognize this. Actually, Virginia will also not recognize. Nah, you might have seen Lady Valentine while you've been in Capital. I was so loud I heard myself reverberate back.
Yeah.
You recognize Lady Valentine, walking gracefully, businesslike, with a stern look on her face and a piercing gaze staring directly at Captain Stronghand, underneath an umbrella being carried by somebody else who's getting rained on.
Me.
Oh, I read this. She has brown eyes that almost glow with disdain. Expression unamused. So she walks up, and she kind of stops, and as she does, the subordinate kind of like lets go of the umbrella, and it sort of hovers in place as he starts drawing a teleportation circle beneath them. Captain?
Huh?
Take it.
Hello. Which captain is she talking to?
Well, she's staring kind of at Captain Stronghand. She hasn't looked at you just yet. And she sort of approaches at this point. Now getting rained on herself a little bit, kind of moving through the rain, even though she has the small umbrella above her, while the subordinate kind of keeps drawing that circle. And she looks to the rest of you, specifically you guys. Is this your crew? Yes.
Are
it
they
is.
still here? I thought they went off.
Well, whichever PCs are still here. So who's disappeared?
That's Dari,
Disappeared.
Jade, and you're still here. Oh, you're Okay, is Core still here? Okay. Vedriti and Jade, and then
He's Karen
probably
now.
Vedriti,
So
Jade.
you're all
and probably...
physically there, but just in different forms.
But he's not in the group. He's taken Dariel.
Yeah. No, they've disappeared.
Okay,
So it's
whoever
me,
he's
Vedriti.
addressing whoever's still there at the dock.
Yeah. Okay, that's us. Probably Morton Freddy.
Morton and Freddie are there as well. Yeah, they're part of the crew.
Right.
All the
I'll accept that.
the guard and
Part of the
stuff are
ship,
there
part
as
of the
well.
crew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guard will be taken care of by us, as will your men. But, Captain, this is for you to give to the captain of this vessel. She turns to all of you. Greetings, and good evening. I'm Lady Valentine. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Might I ask who might the captain of this vessel be? And
Hello.
your name?
I am Jade Statue,
Jade Statue. It's a pleasure to meet you.
and you.
She kind of nods at that. Captain? And she looks at the other captain and hands him a little bag of some sort. Something in it's probably gold. And he picks it up and then he hands it off immediately to you. Even though there's enough distance that she could have just handed it to you directly. And you feel a huge amount of cash in that little satchel.
I pass
And
it to
then-
Vedriti immediately. Don't trust it. I don't
Captain-
trust
Like,
myself.
Captain Stronghand looks at you and he says, so that's your payment for two things, twofold. That's for you to distribute to the crew as you see fit, excluding, of course, the guard and my men. And me, of course, I'm going to be compensated otherwise. But he looks to all of you, including Morton Freddy. It's for the rest of you. There's also a little bit of extra money in there for the test that he kind of like shifts his eyes a bit as he says that the test that the royal family wants you to undergo later on. And he looks back at Lady Valentine, and she looks at you all. Meet us back here tomorrow, same time. All good? Great. I'm glad we could settle that. Strong hand with me. And she
Wait.
turns around and starts walking back towards the teleportation circle, which is now starting to glow.
Wait.
She keeps walking, but Stronghand turns around.
It's been a long day, a long trip. We may need 1 day more to get our affairs in order. Is that acceptable to you?
He looks at her, and she stops. Alright, half a day extra. The day after tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And she turns around, and the teleportation circle starts to glow. Captain Stronghand follows suit, and steps in as well, and they both turn around to face you. And they're starting to glow as well. As he turns around, I want you all to just roll a perception check for me. Because he drops
3!
something.
My
3?
perception checks are just shit.
Plus.
They're really not it today.
17.
7.
17,
21.
okay.
Yeah.
Say again, Retreaty.
21.
20. Oh, and Baron.
8.
8? Okay. Baron, Jay, you don't really kind of notice. You just see him, like, drop something and pick it up again. But the other two of you, Kor and Verdridi, you wouldn't necessarily recognize exactly what this is. But you might get an inkling. He drops a sort of prism, a very small stone, glowing red. And as it falls to the floor, it immediately turns towards you, and the other side facing Capital, and it just kind of shakes in place. As if magnetized to those two directions. Small stone. Kind of looks like a little D8. Very red. And vibrant. And he quickly bends over and picks it back up and puts it in his pocket.
Is that the bird?
It's not the bird, but it does resemble that other artifact that Jade would have read about.
Mm-hmm.
The D8 shaped one.
Which I would have told them about.
Yeah, well actually if you would have told them about it, they would have recognized it as one of the artifacts. One of which you
Right.
have completely and one of which you have in part. And they disappear.
Sus.
Now, I get
To
to read my
tomorrow
little
and
thing.
beyond.
So, in front of you stands the glorious
Oh,
city
you
of
just
Capital.
wrote this.
Say again.
You just wrote this, right?
Yeah, I wrote this earlier today because I was like, I don't have any nice descriptions of anything. So, as you make your way out of the port, the rain starts to ease up a little with a bit of evening sun shining through the clouds. You finally find yourselves in the midst of the grandest of cities in this region, Capital. Built almost 1,000 years ago, the architecture is really something to behold. Towering buildings of sandstone, rock, and steel loom over the humble cobblestone roads that weave through the bustling castle cityscape. A maze of sorts that only those with an eye for detail or past experience in the city would be able to navigate. Clock towers, churches, museums, schools of magic, and more. All sit before you, adventurers, waiting to be explored. Before you, the monstrous castle walls open up into regal stone archways that allowing passage from the vast port of Capital, full of ships from all over the world, into the city within.
I can see it.
Those of you who would have been in Capital for some time know where all of the major locations are, and you have now, in front of you, many options to choose from, which I could read to you. So, all the places you can explore from here are as follows, in no particular order. You've got, let me have a look. You've got the marketplace. Also, for reference, it's about 6 p.m. in the evening. So,
Cor's antsy. He's like, let's get this over with.
so Lady Valentine is expecting to see you probably about 6 a.m. on the morning of the day after tomorrow now. So you've got this evening, a full day, and then 6 a.m. the next day to meet again in this place in the port. So, you've got the marketplace. You've got a bunch of different... You've got like the academia area. You've got a bunch of schools of magic. Now, for those of you who've been in Capital, you would know that there are only schools for 7 of the 8 schools of magic. There aren't any schools for necromancy here. Schools for various other skills are also scattered around, and you've got some temples and stuff as well. You've got... The Capital's kind of a very multicultural sort of hub where people from all over the world travel. So you've got a lot of different smaller temples. Verdridi, you would know that there's specifically also a temple for... Oh my god, I forget how to pronounce this. Aelistrei?
Yeah.
Aelistrei. I had the... Yeah, I had the actual pronunciation, but I don't know. There is a temple there.
It's as you like. It is
As you
your
like.
world. It exists as you want to pronounce it.
Aelistrei.
There you go, I like that.
So there's a small, like a very small, humble temple for that place there. So they also run kind of like the homeless shelters and that sort of stuff in that area because that's kind of in line with their goddess, basically. There's a royal library, a lot of books there, popular tourist destination. You can find a lot of stuff there. And the more obscure stuff, even if you're after it and they don't have it, they can always order it in. You've also got a very, very big building. The biggest building in Capital is the Royal Archives, which, for those of you who do know, not accessible to the public, but they supposedly store and house a bunch of records and various other secret historical documents. It's by far the biggest place. It's bigger than the royal family's house. It's bigger than any bank. Speaking of which, you've got the royal family's home, which none of you have actually visited in person. Even Baron. Well, no, actually, Baron, you might have visited this place when you were little. But it's right in the center of the city, and it's kind of cut off by its own sort of wall, which you can enter if you have the right connections or the right method of accessing that place. Whether you sneak in, break in, however you want to do it. You would know that Eldred Romorgar, the king's daughter, she lives there, as would have the king. You've got the Capital Institute of Arcana, which is just a fancy misnomer for the military base, where Vidridi, you'd be housed nearby there. That's where you would kind of come from having been from that area. While you've been staying in Capital, that's where Captain Stronghand is. That's where Lady Valentine works, as far as you know. Baron, that's also where your father would have had an office, assisting Lady Valentine with administrative duties while he was there. You've also got horse stables, can provide you with transport in the form of horses. You got farms, you got shopping and entertainment districts. Bed and breakfast can be found there if you need a place to stay. You got the central bank, big bank. It's where the money is stored. You've got hospitals, or a hospital, a big hospital, and then you've got like sort of various other medical stands. For Dridi, they would recognize you if you go there. You've been there before. They've got a fire brigade. They've got a jail. They've got a floating black market, which only Core would know where that is. That's a secret place underground that you can access after midnight, which is when it opens. Otherwise, it's kind of like platform 9 3/4. You can't really get in. But there's a secret location, which if you'd like to explore, we can go there. There is a big amphitheater. Then you've got the housing districts. There's two. You've got the upper level, where all the rich, fancy people live, which is kind of close
We're
to the center of the
staying
city.
in the rich, fancy district, guys.
And then there's also the regular housing district, which is much more grandiose. There's a lot more housing around there, and a lot more people live there. That's kind of further out of the city, close to the farms and that sort of thing. The world is your oyster. If you'd like me to repeat any of those places, feel free to ask. But those are your options now. With the rain kind of easing up a bit, you've got this afternoon, or evening I should say, to do stuff.
Can we get
only
this
have-
thing over with?
Yes, we only have a day and a half. I immediately want to and then I want to try and then I have a thing that I think Jade wants to do.
All right.
But, like, this is more important.
I also have a place we can stay.
Cool.
Okay.
So, Core, you want to go check up on Tamar. Where would you like to go?
So he doesn't look like Core. He's pretending not to be Core.
Mhm.
Alright, can we try Tamar's house first?
Sure. You know exactly where I live, so you can walk there. That's in the general housing district.
Yep.
So you got to walk through a few places. You're right now at the port. And
I want to hide my key, my fancy key, and my captain's badge. Just because I don't want
Okay, sure.
it. I want to protect them.
Even in the rain, the city's kind of bustling. Retreaty. Yep.
Do we want to put Oliver someplace?
Yes, let's find a place to set up camp for
Oh,
the
damn.
NPCs, and then go to Tamar's house.
We could
I
take
have a
them
place we can
to-
drop.
Okay. Perhaps
that's
we
true.
should keep. Oh,
Say again. Core, what did you say?
I was like, I have a
waiting for
place, but
3T.
Dridi could also have a place.
3D just suggested the temple.
Oh, let's just put all of our. Okay. Cloud, Oliver,
Yes.
and Oscar.
Oh,
Hello, Cloud. Welcome to waking up.
hello. It's been a restful journey.
I pat
no,
Cloud's head.
It's clueless.
Dump him in
Let's-
the temple? Sounds great.
put them in the temple. They can take sanctuary there, and then we can figure that out from there.
That's a great plan, Jade. I am very for that.
I think Fredriti came up with it, but
That is a
thank you.
great plan, Dridi. Thank you for coming up with it. You can tell that Core's not really listening.
Okay.
Okay, so to the temple, was it? Sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy still.
Yes, we'll find you a
Yes.
nice corner to sleep in.
Okay, I like corners. I don't like the rain. Ugh.
But you have to protect Oliver and Oscar. You can't sleep.
He puts his like
You have to
front
protect them.
paws on the ground as like a cat stretch. Ugh, you know the one.
I pull his tail.
Oh,
Mm.
Sorry. He's not a real cat.
Core, please don't do that. Sensitive.
Sensitive.
Okay, to the temple. Rodridi, I trust you know where this temple is.
Mhm.
All right. And to the temple you go. So you start walking. Now, on your way, you pass by a few locations. You kind of walk through a bit of the shopping district. You see the fire brigade on the side. There are a few interesting things of note. First of all, there are a lot of people around. Although not as many as there would be if it wasn't raining. But still a lot. Fair few. You would see, Baron, you would notice, specifically, wanted posters for your middle sister, whose name is now lost in this somewhere.
It's called Mariel.
Mariel.
Even I remembered.
So I'm just like bookmark that over there. So you see wanted posters for your middle sister. Now you know why she's wanted, but the other people don't. There are a fair few of them with a bounty on her head, and you haven't seen her in a while. Walking by, you walk by the fire brigade. Kind of see it over there. You know, it's there. You see some firefighters that just kind of chilling, enjoying the rain. You walk by the central bank, and Core, I want you to roll for me a perception check specifically.
Okay. Core is very antsy.
And anybody else who's kind of just looking around.
11.
11?
I'm looking.
Yeah, I want to do a perception check.
19!
19? Okay.
Finally, a good one! Plus 6, 25.
Okay.
Makes sense, I'm distracted.
And the others?
22.
And Baron?
16.
Okay. So all of you, except Core. Core, you're just looking around, you're taking in the city.
Core's just like,
It's
no, he's
bit-
not. He's like,
You're eyeing the city. You're looking around, but you're looking in all the wrong places. Everybody else, you're just kind of like taking in the environment as Vajriti, you're leading the charge, but you kind of all immediately notice as you pass by the central bank and you walk past it and you see kind of like the back of the central bank, this big building, you see a very suspicious, tall-looking man, half-orc I should say, walking a chihuahua, kind of standing suspiciously around, looking to see if anybody's looking at him, and kind of looking at the wall on the backside of the central bank.
Is this normal?
can I look over?
Yeah,
If Jade says that.
if Jade says that, you look over and you recognize it's Tamar.
Shit!
He's walking his pet chihuahua.
Yeah, that's that's the guy we're looking for.
Oh, let us approach. Is this a good?
We're doing this.
Okay.
He can't hurt us in public, I think.
Excuse me, sir. Do we know what we're gonna freaking say to this dude?
I'll let you briefly think about it while I find his characters page.
I don't know if it's better if he does know who I am or if he doesn't know who I am, but I think it's better if he doesn't know.
Now he knows that you can transform.
He
I
does
think.
know, yeah.
So
He definitely knows.
I will roll for him on one specific thing. That's not it. That's not it. Here we go. Our boy. Where is that? I was looking at the wrong section. Wow, you broke his heart. I can't believe it. Okay.
I broke his bank.
You did. So, as you approach, he kind of like, he seems startled at your presence. Hello? And he's gonna roll. He doesn't recognize you, Cor, at all.
Cool. Not that he should. I look like Karen.
Hello.
Hello.
Good day.
We. I look to the others.
What do you want?
Have to. We have something we must discuss with you. I think.
Are you he looks around, like, behind him.
Cute
Okay,
dog.
are you My
Just
pride-
how does
pride
the
and joy.
dog react, Cole?
Oh!
Oh no! I'm
no.
sorry. I should have asked.
Oh, the dog runs up to you. He's kind of confused. It's on its leash, but it looks really excited.
Good doggy. Good
I'm
doggy.
so sorry.
Dog.
That's... There are only a few people that... He's gonna roll again.
Oh, no.
Oh! It's nat 20 on the intelligence.
No!
I'm so sorry.
He immediately understands. Oh.
Public area. Core transforms back.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
Splendid, old pal.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. Are these your friends? Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a friend, of course.
Yes,
Of course.
of course. This is fine.
Jamal, we have got something very important to tell you.
You've come to pay me back.
No, this is well, in a way, we've already paid you back.
Already
Yes.
paid me back.
You see.
What are you talking about?
I look around. Are we in a sort of concealed off place, or are we in public?
It's like half concealed. I don't think he was like.
It's public enough that Core feels safe.
Yeah,
If
people can
Cole
see
feels
you.
safe, then I will motion to Darren.
I'm still patting the dog.
Is Darren
have foiled-
Dariel here with you?
Yeah.
Like, is he on your back or is he like walking?
No, he's still shibari'd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like on your
This
back.
shibari'd human being
That one.
was coming to capital with the intent of killing you
Ha!
and a number of other people.
This scrawny little guy. I'd like to see him try. Go on,
Well-
unbound him. Let's see what he can do.
This sounds fun.
Yeah, we brought him to you so that you could enact your own personal justice, I suppose.
Oh, I like the sound of
Onto
that.
him.
Personal justice. I'm a fan of
But
that.
we also had a question, or a few questions, which we thought you might be able to answer for us.
Okay, I will answer in just a moment. But first, Core, what are you doing here?
Me?
Yes. Why are you back?
Vacation, obviously.
Okay.
Can't argue with that.
You came all this way just to see me, didn't you? You missed me.
I miss the dog.
Everybody would. He's a sweetheart.
Mm.
Unlike somebody.
I look behind me.
What? Okay, who are your friends here? Look, I introduced myself. At least tell me your names before we get into any serious business here. What's the deal?
My name is Jade Statue.
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, and I'm a clown.
I forgot about that.
Darren.
Right. Naren. Nice to meet you. Corey, you have some interesting friends, but look,
No, aren't they great?
I'm sure. I don't
I have
judge.
eclectic taste.
Yes, that's one way of putting it, certainly. And you? He looks at Rodridi. Rodridi. You look kind of familiar. Are you from around these parts?
Not very terribly working.
And you're cutting out a lot. Can you start again?
Yeah.
Not very long. Just working. Just
Oh, okay. He's gonna roll very quickly for something. Right, okay. Maybe I'm just mistaken for somebody else. Sorry. Nice to meet you, Rodridi. Okay, so...
taking me for who?
I'm not sure. You just seem familiar for some reason.
Spooky.
It's hard to say, but... I don't know. Something about your face. Just something about it. And then he turns back to face Jade and Dariel. Darren.
Well,
Uh,
it seems we might have a few more questions to ask you when this is done then. But
look, I wasn't doing anything suspicious, okay? I'm just walking my dog. I just didn't want to be in the public view. Just
oh no, we
Insight
don't.
check. I want to insight check him.
go for it. What's his
Well,
chihuahua's
none of
name?
us even asked. We were.
I
I
didn't
read
really...
about Padriti's backstory. What does he think I'm talking about?
I was just... Who knows? Who knows, really? It's kind of a mystery.
The dog's name is Penny.
Penny? It's a cute name.
Wise.
What did you say,
Wise.
Quinny?
For Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Short for Pennywise. Yeah, I don't buy it with the whole like innocent walking in front of the bank, but that's not why we're here. I don't actually really care what you're doing with the bank. I know you're pretty poor. But anyway, we did bring Dariel to you, so
Low blow.
always.
My life is ever
So-
richer with you back in it.
I know.
Okay, who's this joker over here? And he looks back at Dariel. He's eyeing
This
up and
is
down.
Dariel. I will tell you everything that you need to know about him right now. He's working for Medusa. He's being paid very well, and also his loved one is being held hostage. He says he doesn't want to kill us, but now we can't be so sure. He had a list of people on which everybody was supposed to be killed by him. You are on that list, including some other very important people. We don't know where Medusa is.
Oh heck, okay.
And this is what we have. Medusa wants you dead. We brought her vessel to you.
She's a mobster.
Okay. Right.
I feel like Core putting on lip gloss is in
It's in character. Every time I put lip gloss on, it's in character.
Medusa. Medusa's after me. Okay, that's a whole load of news that I was not aware of. You're not trying to trick me,
No,
are
you're
you?
Would we lie to you?
I don't know. Maybe you would.
We can make him tell the truth again, if it puts your mind at ease.
He's gonna wait. Hold on, just 1 second. He seems to trust you. Look, I think you're telling the truth. I don't see any reason why you would lie to me about this. I don't think you can scam me out of any money doing whatever you're doing.
I'm sure there's a way, but that's not what we're trying to do.
Right. Okay. So, thank you. I guess. Although I'm
That's right.
sure I could have handled this myself. I don't see what he could do. Corey, you really should have more faith in me. But I'm still confused as to what you want from me. It's very nice of you to tell me. I appreciate that most of you, and he looks back to Cora, most of you are very good people at heart, I'm sure.
It was so
Yeah,
long ago.
I'm a
It's
very
already
good
been like 3
person.
years.
He looks at you as you say that, with a scowl on his face. Sorry, what did you say, Jade?
I was just going to give him an answer to his question,
Okay.
which is, I don't know so much about the others, but I at least have come off this boat with more questions than answers. And if you're willing to answer them, then I would like that. If not, then I suppose I'll find others who can.
Tell you what. 10 gold, I'll tell you everything you need.
10 gold.
How much did we get paid?
You got paid 5,000.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Jade doesn't know anything about negotiation necessarily, so he looks to the others like,
How
good
about we
idea.
buy you a drink and call it even?
A drink. Nah, I like the sound of 10 gold better.
I make great drinks. How about I hand make a drink for you?
You're gonna hand make
And
a
you
drink
might
for
like
me.
the sound of our
Yeah.
stories too. We are quite good company.
And bars are very public places.
He kind of nods in understanding.
Can we at least put the children and out at the temple?
Look, I'll tell you what. Meet me in 1 hour at the Twisted Noodle. Core, you know where that is.
I think so. Can I take Penny?
No, I'm gonna bring
Please.
Penny home. Penny doesn't belong in a bar.
But I haven't had a walk with Penny in so long. Can I roll persuasion?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Penny seems very eager to see you back.
Alright.
Penny
Okay,
down.
so one's a 10 and one's an 18, and I have a plus 5, so the lowest is 15.
15? I'm coming with you.
What?
I'm not taking my eyes off Penny. Penny's very dear to me.
Can I hold the leash?
Yes, you can hold the leash.
Sweet! Core grabs the leash.
Right. You grab it and you try to pull it, but he's still hanging onto it a little bit. Roll a strength check to see if you can snatch it from his
Oh.
grip. And he's gonna roll as well.
8.
Oh hell no, dude! It doesn't budge. He's like a stone. You're trying to pull the sword from the stone right now. Here you go.
Smart, dude! Bro, come on.
Look, I let
We're
go.
mates
Wait, you're
now.
trying to. Let's no. No. You and I have a lot to talk about.
I think we can smooth this over one drink.
One drink? I think it's going to take a lot more than that to steamroll over all these issues. Anyway,
Can I just please? And he leans on the leash, like kind of.
okay, fine. Let's go.
Core falls on the ground.
He kind of
And gets
chuckles
back
a
up.
bit.
It's fine. We're good. Let's go.
All right. To the rest of you, 1 hour from now, Twisted Noodle. It's a bar in the entertainment district, I guess. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
All right.
And he turns around. He starts to leave. Corey, you're going with him, I guess.
What? Alone with what? I don't want to go alone with him.
Wait. What? Oh no.
He's
I-
gonna do something awful, like sell me into some kind of awful gambling ring. He's gonna make me the gambling lady. You know who does the ding? I don't want to do that. I don't look good in
You really
red
would.
sequins. Well, I mean, I do, but I just don't want to wear them. Very itchy.
Cora, are you coming or what?
Jade, don't leave
Ah.
me.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Yes.
Vedriti Baron, I trust you with Dariel.
Oh, we can just bring Dario.
Naren.
Maybe we shouldn't parade him around too much, in case somebody sees.
Yeah,
And sees
somebody
through
might
the
notice me
disguise.
over the clown standing right next to me. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I'm very
Naren,
inconspicuous.
How about Dreedy just take the kids to the temple, and then meets us
And
at the
then
Twisted
meet
Doodle,
you.
and we take Baron as a distraction and go in a big crowd of tall men who can protect me against the even taller men.
Okay,
Yes, yes, I like this plan.
I'm right
fine
here,
with
you know.
this.
I know you are.
You're
Okay.
very tall.
Thank you. 7 foot, actually.
Is
You
it
too.
really 7 foot? I could have sworn it was 6'9".
Ho ho ho!
Where? Where does he come from? Where does he go? No one knows.
Roll for me.
I mean, when it...
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Actually,
I'm a monk.
Yep.
13 plus a fair bit. Hang on. Sorry, my page is reloaded again.
size isn't everything. Look at me. Core calls from like the ground.
It's not size, it's the skill. Dex save is it's a dirty 20.
Okay, so what basically happens is he goes very realistically to pretend to gut punch you, basically, as you say that, kind of like a, you know, right into your stomach, but he stops right before he hits you.
Oh no, I think
And you react as if he was going to hit you, and you dodge out of the way in whatever method you'd like.
I would have like instinctively like someone's gonna punch me and like swung it around on them and like body slam.
Oh shit!
You're gonna fight this guy?
As in like a defensive like
Oh boy.
it's an instinctual reaction.
Okay,
That was-
sure.
That was bad.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do this, and you do it, and there's a loud crash beneath the ground as he falls into the ground as you body slam him.
Oh no. This is all going very well.
The
I
cobblestone
do not
road.
condone this. I do not wish to have this held against me.
The cobblestone road beneath him cracks as like people in the area are suddenly like immediately like interested in what's
Oh.
going on. Guards
I
too.
Sparring.
apologize. I thought
We're
you were going
sparring.
to punch me.
Fine.
I
People
offer
run
a
over.
hand up.
He gets up off the ground.
I apologize. I thought you intended to harm myself.
I
wish you
didn't,
excluded
but
from
now
this
I do. And he's gonna try to throw another punch.
No! I'm so sorry.
And he's aiming. He's aiming straight for your chest this time. So
Fuck, right. Shit! What? Hang on,
Oh,
what?
no.
Oh no! I have a -1 charisma, this seems to track. This
yeah.
has been going too well. Oh,
Oof.
wait, let me go get my jade dice. Is this a fight?
Well, it is now. So
Great. Great.
My
Wait,
passive perception would I heard this?
yeah,
He
yeah.
started to walk off.
Nah, you would definitely heard. Everybody in the nearby 100 plus foot radius saw this and heard
so
it.
sorry.
Okay, so tell me
Oh,
if, because we're gonna start this initiative order with the two of you at the
Fuck,
front.
no!
Just the two of them,
Well,
right? Just
it-
two of them?
It's just the two of them right now. So
Yeah.
he's gonna roll to try hit you.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Fuck
Why
yeah,
did you start
dude.
this fight?
I did it! It was an instinctual reaction!
Okay, so you're gonna take just a little bit of damage from this massive punch that will send you kind of stumbling back a little bit.
Can I try something?
Depends on what you want to try, but you can run it by me.
I think I have a reaction. Hang on. No, I don't. Never mind.
Okay, so let's roll some damage. It's that plus. Okay,
Aha.
it's not too good. He only manages to do 7 points of damage hitting you.
Okay.
Of bludgeoning damage.
All right. I'm going to.
Can I cast hold person between them, or do I have to enter the initiative to do that?
You gotta enter the initiative.
Can I enter the initiative?
Wait, we never rolled initiative to start. We never rolled initiative.
No, it's just you two.
Okay, it's just us.
Him,
Okay.
then you. So anybody else who wants to enter
Um,
initiative would have to enter in third or fourth or whatever
Can
order.
I go after Jade?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well,
Hang on,
actually,
I'm
I
just
want
thinking
you to roll because there is somebody else entering this initiative order.
Shit. This went very south very fast.
Where's my initiative? Oh, I have only +1. 14.
14. You are going fourth.
Excluded from the narrative. Keep calling.
I would like to try.
This is crazy. What is going on here?
Oh no.
This might be the worst idea I've ever had.
I love that.
I
I
don't
love
know
the
if I
sound of that.
Try a stunning strike. To stun him until the end of my next round. Or if I should just take the dodge action and be like, I'm not hitting you, I don't want to have a fight.
What
And
do you think Jade would do?
He didn't want to start this fight. I don't think he would throw a punch back.
Mhm.
I think that he would just prepare him. Can he hold his action until?
Yes.
Can he hold his action until it seems like the fight will escalate, like someone else will come in, or until he like tries to punch him again?
Yeah, that's fine.
Tamar. Okay, I'm gonna hold my action. I'm just like,
All right.
wait, and then with my bonus action, I would just like to say, I do not intend to fight you unless you hurt me first.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So you say that, you do that, that's your turn. Third in the initiative order.
Mm.
Royal Guard comes in, nearby, steps in, and just yells, "Halt! In the name of the crown!"
I have already halted.
And that's what he does. He's got a
Okay.
shield, and he's got his hand near his sword, which he uses his turn to equip. Core, you're next.
Does Tamar look like he's gonna keep fighting?
You know Tamar. He really just wants to throw a punch to prove himself a little bit. He's only going to keep
Alright.
fighting if it escalates any further than that. You know that about him.
Okay. Core's gonna run in between them and cast Hold Person on Tamar.
Okay, shoot. Is there a
Oh,
save for that, or is this?
Fuck! I thought.
Yeah.
I'm not going to escalate it. It's just to put that out there. I've stopped hitting.
It's a Wisdom save.
Oh,
Okay.
let's find out.
No.
Let's do
Just
it.
to hold him still.
Tomorrow.
Because
Okay.
there's
But-
no way Core can stop him.
No, but I don't think he's going to continue.
Mm,
But from what Thomas
6.
maybe suggested. But,
6?
Okay.
Hmm?
You know, if it's that was as you like.
Okay, Tamar just freezes up. He can't move. This is for your own good.
This is not what I intended or wanted.
See, peace. Peace.
I don't think that's peaceful, particularly. This will only last a minute.
Why don't you
Excuse
step
me.
back a little bit?
I am nowhere. I've already made my space. I'm like 5 foot away from him. Like
He's stuck.
I just
Um,
lower Tamar's fist like...
Roll me a strength
Core,
check.
I don't think this is making you like him like you more.
12?
12. You pull so hard that you end up hanging off of it.
He's just hanging off like, okay.
Can I turn to the guard and just say, so I'm sorry, there was a misunderstanding. As you can see, we are no longer engaged.
Is everything? What happened here? And another guard
he
kind of walks
went
up as
to-
well.
I believe
Halt!
that
In the name of the crown!
I believe that there was some playful play fighting going on, which I misunderstood, and I maybe overreacted, and now I
And now we're
conveyed.
fine.
I
I
understand.
conveyed my intentions no longer
That's
to not harm him,
okay.
and he seems to have stopped.
That's all well and good. However, the ground will not repair itself. And he looks at the
Oh.
shattered cobblestone beneath where Tamara is currently frozen.
Would you like some gold to fix the ground? Does that make sense?
The guards kind of look at each other.
He fell over. It was an accident. You can't charge us for an accident.
That would solve the issue, yes.
Okay, I will give you a gold piece each. I give him a gold piece. Does that make sense?
Very
Is
funny.
that enough to fix the ground?
Of course not. No.
Oh, is it enough to get the process started?
They kind of look at each other. And one of them kind of starts to smirk.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's a natural 1. I
Natural
need to
1?
give them more gold.
Jade, you shouldn't have to pay for an accident. I jump off Tamar. Guys,
Oh.
he fell over. He broke the ground. It was a big accident. Don't make this guy pay for it. Don't make him pay for it either, because we're trying to make amends. And if he has to dish out more gold on my behalf, he might not be super happy. But he fell over. That's the point.
The guards kind of look at each
That's
other.
a taxpayer's thing.
And they look at you,
Oh.
Jade.
Jade is not.
Hello.
Any more trouble from any of you? At any point while you're staying in this town? And you're coming with us. And they kind of
Oh.
flick the gold pieces back at you.
Thank you. Don't worry. Any trouble, I intend to report
Already
straight to
walking
the ground.
away.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
They do not acknowledge you. And they keep walking.
Cool.
They're very rude.
Tamar, I'm sorry. I'm overreacted because I'm just used to people betraying and
I dropped the spell.
hurting me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine, really. Yeah, it woke me up.
Are you going? Okay. I didn't actually hit you back, just to be aware. But I am now in a little bit hurt.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. Core, can you polish my lip?
Ah, yes.
It's all
Core
shut
gets
up,
out his
Sophia.
jaws and starts.
As you do this, he grabs the leash back and says,
Oh,
I'll meet you at the Twisted Noodle. And he turns around and he starts walking away very slowly.
I'm so
Penny,
sorry.
Come on, Penny.
Penny's kind of running around frantically, like around him and like twisting around his leg and like tying the
Come
leash
on,
around him.
Penny.
Penny, stop. We'll see him later. Cora. No. Stay.
She was my dog too.
And then you
So
left.
upsetting.
How could you leave Penny?
It's fine.
We'll see each other soon. And he starts walking away. And now
Cora's like slightly misty-eyed as the dog leaves. He's like, ugh.
the dog kind of like is walking, but it's got that confused like little dog expression, like looking back at you, like, will we see him again? And he walks away.
He said I wasn't a good parent, Jade, but I was a parent once.
So, Rodriguez, if you'd like to continue guiding the party, feel free.
Yeah.
Alright, you're walking through the marketplace, which seems to be kind of closing up shop now. It's getting kind of late, it's about 7 in the evening, and you make your way over to the temple and like the sort of housing they have there. Now, the housing there is generally like for people who are really down on their luck, so it's all free if you want to just stay there and borrow a room. But it's it's the opposite of lavish, if Cora is interested in that sort of thing. This is about as bad as it gets before just sleeping on the street.
This gives me hives. Out of you.
Well, I'm taking the Oliver, Oscar, and the Cloud here.
Oh yes, it suits them very well.
Arrangements with it.
Look, if they have boxes, that'd be nice. But I don't mind. I'm flexible.
Literally. Cat. You get it.
So, for Dridi, do you take the others?
Also,
then?
Trudy would have split up the gold to it amounts to $12.50 each per person.
Oh, okay, sweet. Who are you splitting it between? Like, in total? Like, who's getting gold and who isn't, if anybody?
Just the PCs.
Just the PCs? Okay, I understand.
Yeah, boys.
Not Daryl.
Or Morton Freddy. Or Cloud.
Because he's
Unless-
just a warm-up act.
Oh my god.
He's got a
Such a
hand in
diss.
stripes.
Alright,
When he does a successful striptease, we'll pay him.
so, you walk up to the temple, and Rodriguez, if you've been here before, there are a couple acolytes there who probably recognize you and sort of wave from a distance if you haven't approached them
Yeah,
yet.
she's probably been there maybe a couple times a week.
Okay, yeah. Then they would recognize you and kind of wave gleefully as you sort of walk by. They're there if you want to talk to them. But otherwise, you'll lead everybody
she
to rooms.
Probably, I don't know, is there like a head cleric?
Not really. It's kind of like, if you imagine like a place being run by only casual workers, that's what it kind of feels like. It's just a lot of like volunteer work being done.
Casual workers are very capable.
They are. They are more capable than most. Most managers
Hell yeah,
as well.
they are.
Yeah.
So they're all there. They're kind of working
Whichever
with each
one seems like the most in charge, she would.
Yeah, okay. So there's one that the one that greets you with the most vigor.
Yeah.
Purple tiefling. No. Her name is Zeph. No, okay. You can walk up and
Zeph though. Zephyr. Hello. Oh my god, there's a character there. I've done it.
Okay.
Done on me.
So you walk up and they kind of greet you. Fredriti, it's nice to see you again. I'm just doing this voice now.
Might as well use it.
Fredriti, it's nice to see you again. And you would recognize this person as Vanellope.
Vanellope.
She is a dark, ash-colored tiefling, pretty short, about 5'5". And
That's not short.
well, compared to Tamar, it is.
Everyone
And
compared to
compared to
Tamar is
Drady.
short.
Compared to it's short from your perspective. Core,
Not from Core's perspective.
not
he's
from
fine.
Core's perspective. To everyone in the party, short. To Core, decent
Massive.
height, massive, towering, in fact.
Yeah.
Core is tiny.
And you would have spoken to her a couple times. She knows you. She knows about Arya as well, because would have come up at some point. And she mentioned to
Drady's
you.
not shy to talk about her family.
Okay, so she would mention as well. Arya was actually here earlier. You missed her.
Oh.
She was heading off, apparently.
Did
She's-
she say where?
I think she's heading to... Hold on, she told me about this. I don't remember the name. I don't know the place. There's a bigger temple there that she wanted to investigate or go to and help out. It's in the Crystal Kingdom, or the Kingdom of Crystals, or something along those lines.
Has flashbacks.
I literally had the same
Yeah.
thing.
I will.
Oh, Taz. Anyway.
So again, for you cut out.
Oh, I will make the note of this. Thank you. I have. It's 2 children and Clouds.
Oh yes, of course. You're
Stay.
more than welcome
As well
here.
as
Let's drop them
Another.
off before I get dirt on me.
Would you like a room for all of you?
No. Mm-mm. No.
How many beds?
Oh, I just 3. I
Oh, just 3. Oh, that's
Yes.
fine. We have plenty of 3-bedroom rooms.
Here's my note. But Judy has like another like donation of like her earnings to the temple.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what Judy?
Very gracious. Thank you so much. We'll use
The
this
only
to...
well, half this like group are like so pure and righteous, and the other half are just not.
Yeah. It makes fun, good roleplay.
Yeah, I like playing some nice, neat, chill NPCs and also some very despicable ones. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. How much do you donate out of curiosity, for my sake?
So out of the 1250 that she's just got, she would donate 150.
150 plus 150 GP. Yep, cool. So you're there, you find a room, and you settle them down. While you're there,
Sayonara.
you see Core, especially. You see all of the homeless people who are here, people who are down in their luck, you know, people of all walks of life are seeking some shelter here, a little bit of food as well. Generally, that's the kind of this is built here for. But there's a lot of space. There's a lot of room for people to be here. Darren,
Hmm?
I want you to roll for me either insight or perception, or intelligence.
Naren.
Actually, no,
Baron.
insight or perception. Sorry, Naren, the clown.
Ah,
I apologize.
okay.
Say again. Queenie, hello.
Do I roll
Oh, your choice. Either insight or perception.
me? 16.
For...
Because I've got +5 to both.
Oh, okay. Well, either way. Let's just change the way I would describe it, but let's say you roll insight, or... Yeah, let's say insight. So,
Insight.
walking by, you do actually, with that roll, recognize one of the patrons here. So the rooms don't actually have doors. They're just kind of like open rooms, so you can walk in and out, and that's just how it's built. They don't have a lot of funding or a lot of resources. This is clearly not a taxpayer-funded kind of temple here. It's just been sort of set up in this area. There's a lot of other like smaller temples and shrines for other deities if you'd like to investigate this sort of stuff later. I have a whole list of those things. But you do notice, you do recognize one person here. A very familiar looking, but now slightly older, sister of yours, actually.
My name's Naren.
Naren. Naren, you notice... Okay, wait, hold on. Where on earth did I write this? Because we're over here now.
Does Naram want a GTFO?
Yep. You recognize your evil, conniving, mischievous, once very little younger sister. Sleeping on one of the beds here. In an interesting outfit. She's wearing a firefighter's uniform.
This has suddenly turned into a Primari campaign.
So you notice
I'm
her.
ready for it.
Okay.
She's
Well,
if you want to interact, there's your opportunity, but she's asleep right now. So if there's anything you want to do,
Naren pretends nothing's happened.
all right. You try visibly not to react. I'll let anybody roll for insight if you want onto Baron's reaction.
I'm
Cora's
not
not watching.
particularly-
Yeah.
Oh no. I'll just ask Baron, does this appear to be a suitable place for us?
See, I'm getting hives under my clown makeup.
Oh, should
Guys,
we
I-
perhaps relocate?
stay. We can stay somewhere so much nicer. We have the means.
As you like.
A lot of good places. This is not one of them.
I know places that are good and free.
Excellent. We'll just take that.
All right. Cora, where do you want to lead the rest of the party?
To the rich district.
To the rich district. All right. So you're walking back that way. Baron,
Eat the rich.
eat the rich. Let's eat them all. They're going to be delicious. Baron, you would recognize this area because you would have lived here. Your family home is nearby here. And in fact, you're actually going to walk by it as... Cora, to whom are you walking?
He has two choices.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to greatly affect certain things.
They're both big houses.
Yep, they are.
Who does Core want to see more? It's definitely Avros. Yeah.
You want to go see Avros' place?
Yep.
Alright. Now, also for context, you do know that Avros keeps a spare key in the flower pot next to the front door. Just for reference. So you guys walk up there, and you see the front door. You walk up and it's lavish. Actually, wait, hold on. Rewind just a second because I forgot an important detail. You walk by, Baron, you see your family home. However, it is in a state that you have never seen before. It looks like it is being rebuilt currently. From
no.
almost scratch.
Oh,
Concern.
tough times.
Yep.
He
that's
doesn't-
interesting.
Keeps going and then honks his horn. So there's
I love-
clown beep beep.
Beep, beep.
I love this visage of like this destroyed house, and you're like, "Doo-doo, everything's fine. Honk, honk."
That was such a me. Everything's fine.
So, okay, nobody knows that you live there, but you recognize that as your house. You're the only one who does. As you keep walking, all the other houses seem fine, and they're all very lavish. It's like mansions and stuff. You do see guard on patrol here, kind of like waiting by, kind of in the evening, and just walking around, just checking the place out. Seems like there's a lot. There aren't very many opportunities to kind of mess about here. You do eventually walk up to Core, what you recognize to be Avros' place, and it looks as fine and lavish as ever from the outside. It's brilliant, gorgeous, 3 stories high, full of all the wonderful things that you could possibly imagine. You walk up to the front door,
Yep.
and you notice immediately that there is a hastily written sign that's been kind of nailed quickly to the wall. Or, not to the wall, to the door. It's like a piece of paper, and it's just been nailed in. And it says, "Going to jail, BRB."
Oh my god, I love it.
Is it in Avros' handwriting?
It is definitely in Avros' handwriting. He's got like a little curl that he adds to some of his letters, unnecessarily. Like the R has like a little...
Going to jail. Right. Well, you guys can all pack in here. How far away is the jail?
The jail? It's not too far away from where you originally entered. It's a bit further away from the nice district of housing here. So it's
How
only
much time do we have before we have to meet tomorrow?
if we have to meet tomorrow. You've got about half an hour from this point. It'll take you about 10 minutes to get to the jail if you know your way, and you
Right.
do.
I need to make a side trip. You guys get in, make yourselves comfy.
Are you,
Okay.
are you
okay
sure
going
this
alone?
is your right house?
I think yeah. This is as good as my house. The key. He reaches into the flower pot. Here you go. In you go.
And the key looks
Okay.
marvelous, by the way. It's very fancy. It's engraved with a big A, fancy lettering.
If he comes back, just say that Core sent you.
Court, is everything okay?
It's fine. It's great. It's wonderful.
Can I make an
I'll be right
insight check?
back.
So,
4. No, never mind. Bye.
Okay. Alright, so you're
Adios.
left to Avris's house. And we'll cut back to you in a moment as you enter the premises. Core, we're going to follow you. You're heading to the jail. You walk all the way back down. Let's see, where do you walk through? Do you see anything interesting while you're walking through? You do walk by, again, the fire brigade, because you're going back in that direction. You do walk by the hospital as well, and the central bank, and the marketplace, which is kind of now completely shut. Seems like all the vendors have gone home. The market closes like around 6 p.m, which is about when you arrived, and it was raining anyway. Shopping district seems to be open, but that's in a different direction. You head all the way to the jail, and it's split into a few different sections. There's a section for minor crimes where the jail cells are actually open, and the cells are facing outward, so you get some sense of the outside world while you're kind of jailed away, and people can walk by and kind of say hello, in a sense. Then there's also the guardhouse area, which is on like lockdown security, where like very hard criminals are being kept. That's like magically guarded and fortified, and you know that it's almost impossible to actually get into there. But
Can I?
it's
see
still easier
Avros?
to get into there than it is to get into the archives. The archives are impossible to get into.
Can
So,
I see him in the outside jail cells?
You do see him in there.
Jesus Christ!
He's the only one in there, and he's sort of pacing about, kind of looking very bored. But
Inside the jail cell.
Yep, he's got a jail cell in there. They're just sort of outside. There's like a row of jail cells. They're all empty. One of them has a little mattress, and he's just in there, kind of walking around, like doing little circles.
Can I follow his pacing until he sees me?
Yep, he's just sort of looking at the ground.
Can I kick the bars?
Yep, you can kick the bars.
I do that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh! Core, the light of my life, what brings you here?
What brings you here?
Oh, I was just out and about. I thought I'd inspect the jail and just, I just really quite love how nice the architecture is in here. Look at the walls. They've got this nice finishing on the edges here. The bars are so symmetrical and so evenly placed apart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so ungodly bored. Please get me out of here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can I cast Witch Bolt at the door to open
Yeah.
it?
You can. So you do that.
Pew,
How does it
pew.
look?
Just
shatters.
sparkling energy.
And he exits out. He opens the door as if he's entering onto a movie set. Hello, outside world. Core, thank you. It's been so long. And yet it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah. What are you doing in jail?
Well, I was caught stabbing a man through the heart. In the heart of the city. And what can I say? He said mean
Can
things
I-
about you.
Can I insight check
I
him?
couldn't have
I
that.
like
Yeah,
you
you
a lot,
can
I
insight
like
check him.
That's okay. 12 plus. I think my insight's plus 5. Yep. 17.
17? He's most definitely lying. That's not why he's there. I couldn't have
Can I
anyone
snap in his
badmouth
face?
you like
Wait.
that.
Wait, truth.
Okay, look, so I bought some food, and I was walking by, just minding my own business. I walked up to the very center of the city, and I kind of littered into the lawn of the royal family's house. And
That's so weak. You get no jail cred for that.
hey, at least I was in jail. That gives me a little bit of street cred.
You were in the sad jail. You weren't in the cool jail.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of wanted to get
I was
in
half
there.
expecting.
It
I
looks
was
like
half
fun.
expecting to get you out of there. Yeah, we should try next time. All right. We need to go back to your house. I have some friends. We need rooms.
Wait, my house.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Do you mind if I clean up first? I've left a lot of, how should I put it? nefarious items all over the place, actually. On the walls, on the ground, on the floor, on the kitchen bench. Just,
Gorgeous smiles.
I hold up some questionable leather ropes. Vajriti, what is this?
yeah, you find some questionable leather ropes, some very cylindrical, insertable looking rubbery
No!
colorful things.
Why is this game turned this way?
There's pillars on
is
the
the
ground,
pillow game.
blankets strewn about. Look.
No.
You mustn't let anybody see that place in the state that it is now. It doesn't represent who I am as a person. I don't like what
Yeah,
you
I
do to
think
my
it
character.
does. Let's go back.
Well, okay, you know that it does, but let's be real. We can't have that side of me shown to any of your compatriots.
It might be a little bit late for that.
A little bit late. Oh no, Core, what have you done? Core, not like this.
You leave the key in the flower pot. It's very obvious.
I thought we had something special.
I'm tired. Can you carry me back?
Of course, darling. Thank you for getting me out of that jail cell.
Core jumps up into his arms.
He princess carries you back to the house. Meanwhile, the others back at the house.
What is this bizarre rope? And that strange contraption over there? I'm so confused. Who is this man?
I need to put the air conditioning on.
There's a big fancy painting of Avarice on the wall as well. With like a
Why did he commission a painting of himself in that pose? I don't think that's particularly flattering. It does bear a lot. Well, no, it bears nothing to the imagination.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm so glad I created this character.
I have too.
Whilst I am confused, I know that Core trusts them, therefore I trust them
I should
too.
post it. I should post
Although
the art.
I do not trust the.
I
Oh,
didn't
you
draw
did
it.
art?
I didn't draw it.
Commish?
No, it's a character I saw and I based him off this design. I think Emma might know this artist. You guys keep going.
I will go and look for a good room for us to sit up in.
Okay. You look through all the rooms. You see a grandiose master bedroom on the bottom floor. Very messy. Plates of food, pizza boxes lying around. Who even knew
This
that?
is a weird fantasy.
It is weird.
Alright, pictures.
What
of
are
Emma.
these strange contraptions? No, you see all sorts of stuff strewn about. You don't actually see pizza boxes. But you see all the sheets, kind of laundry and all that sort of stuff strewn
Yes,
about.
I mean, isn't this just Kathy Lee?
No, it's Siobhan.
Oh, Siobhan. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course it's Siobhan. Just, online art community things. Oh, if I'd seen the first one first, I would have known it was...
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
saw
know
his
why.
character, I was
I
like-
imagined him older and crustier.
Older and crustier, oh my god!
He is an attractive man.
Okay, this is fine.
Tamara's.
Tamara's a
Tamar
bit
looks
more...
like he's been punched in the face a couple more times.
Yeah, he's very gruff.
He's probably got a broken nose.
Yeah, I'd say so. You do eventually stumble across the second story with lots of reflective mirrors and other garish
upon a
things all over the place. Lots of fancy furniture. You see some taxidermied, huge mystical creatures around the living room, just kind of all over the place. Lots of fancy artworks and paintings, and you do eventually find a guest bedroom that looks pretty clean, that looks like it hasn't been used in some amount of time. It's clean enough. There's one bed there, and you've got another guest bedroom with another double bed.
Can I just do a quick disclaimer? Because I saw some artists saying they didn't like this on D&D. He doesn't look exactly like that art. It's just an inspiration pick. Okay, that's done.
Wait, is it like people don't like...
People don't like people having art and being like, my character looks like this. So,
Oh, okay.
no offense meant to Siobhan. I
can
just
see
like this
that,
art
yeah.
and I was inspired.
OG.
I think it's pretty art.
So, as you guys find the bedrooms, after scouring the place, you do hear the door open. Oh my goodness, it's worse than I thought. Somebody
Hello?
moved my rope. Cool, are your fans here? Where are they?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was trash.
Oh, hello. Greetings. Welcome to my humble abode. My
Of course, wigs
quaint,
down.
my quaint little apartment building in the midst of the city. How are you all? I'm
Hello.
Avros. Nice to meet you.
I feel like I've already met you just being in this home, but nice to meet you officially.
Yes. Well, what is a home but an extension of oneself? And he looks to Verdridi and he looks to Baron, or Naren in the clown outfit. Hello? Hello? I like your style, especially.
No, you don't.
Points to Naren.
Oh.
They look fun.
Mm.
House is quite nice. I like it.
Thank you. That's a wonderful compliment. I
I'm
hope you.
shocked.
I hope you had a wonderful time breaking into my place.
I didn't break it. I opened the door.
Yeah, so it was you. Aiding and embedding again, as I see. Nothing has changed.
But I get away with it.
Only because I let you. You're lucky I'm so nice. Now,
No comment.
how long were you planning on staying?
Forever. No, I'm joking.
You know I couldn't have that.
Couple days.
We can do a couple days. Have a little bit of fun.
No.
None at all.
No, you can't.
Be gone, heathen! You shall not enter
We
this
can't.
premises.
We're going to deal with some. You remember my friend Tamar? We're gonna go have a little chat with him soon.
Ah, okay.
Don't
Do you
want
need
you
me to
involved.
assist in any sort of way?
No, I think he'd break you.
He's
Like
a rather
twig.
garish individual. I think I'd have my way with him. And he kind of fake pulls a muscle. Look at these bad boys. You think I can take him? I think I can. I think he wouldn't stand a chance. And he's moving his hand around like a sock puppet. Not knowing at all what he's
I
doing.
kind of want to compare my muscle to his and just look at it.
Yeah, his is
And
a
look
lot
over
smaller.
at his.
He hasn't worked out a
Perhaps I
day in
should
his
take
life.
this one.
Yeah, it's like aesthetic muscle.
Yeah. Okay.
We
I'll leave you
like
to
an
this fight.
aesthetic muscle.
This time.
Yeah, they like aesthetic muscle.
If you need me, just holler my name and I'll probably... I won't be able to hear you, but I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll be back tonight.
Okay. I'll see you then. Stay safe, my darling.
Even Core looks a bit like.
He kind of like chuckles to himself and turns around and kind of gallops away to the staircase on the
Yeah.
other side of the house.
That's Avros. He will be our host.
Okay,
Cool.
Him.
Cool.
I think so.
I would love to be his friend.
Avros, Baron, Naren wants to be your friend.
Oh, I do too! I quite like him. You hear it from the other side of the house.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry. Quinny, you're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I was like, maybe we can share beauty tips together.
Oh, darling, I don't think there's anything you can tell me that I don't already know.
I thought you left.
Well, I did, but I came back. I got bored. It's lonely at the top of the staircase, you know, Cora.
That's such a good quote.
When are you meeting this Avros fellow?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, well, you should better get going then.
We'll be back for dinner.
Lest you be late. Yes, what are you bringing? What are you cooking?
What are you cooking?
Actually, I guess you're the guest. It would be improper of me not to cook something.
Surprise us. Bye.
Alright. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. And he kind of slowly shuts the door.
Auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Alright, and you're off
What a
on your way.
character.
So, after this short interaction, I think we'll call it. So, you walk back, and you meet up where Avros mentioned. You walk down through the entertainment district to the slightly shadier parts of it. The cheaper, lower end of the lower echelons of society kind of reside around these places, and you see a whole bunch of bars, gambling parlors, casinos. This seems like that kind of area. You are like further down in the districts of the city, and you eventually walk by a very small place, very small bar, half the size of all the other places. The Twisted Noodle. The building itself kind of twists as it goes up. It's very tall.
He always had such terrible taste. Alright, let's go in.
And you see him sitting there at the bar on the inside. You walk in. The bell kind of does that ding 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 as you kind of walk in. The bartender looks your way, grunts. Big minotaur. Huge fellow. Massive horns. Big chest.
This doesn't bode well.
Hairy face. Hairy pecs. Doesn't leave much to the imagination. And he's cleaning out a beer stein as you walk in. There aren't very many patrons. There are a couple of people smoking in the back. And you see Avros at the bar. And he turns towards you as well. Sorry. Tamar.
Ambrose would not be caught dead in a place like this.
He would not. This is not his type of place. Tamar turns around. You showed up.
Is Penny there?
Penny's at home. He needs his beauty sleep.
Core looks remarkably sad.
I'll get you a dog, Core.
Thanks, Jade. But Penny was my first child.
And I'll never question your parenting again.
I'll be strong.
Okay, so
Hello,
what is it?
Tamar.
Yes, that is I. What did you want from me again? What am I doing? I'm not being assassinated. Is that right?
Is Dario still shibaried on Jade's back?
Yup. This
Well,
whole time.
By this one.
By this one.
Would you guys like a drink while you're here? Any of you?
Oh, I was gonna make some, right?
Well, you haven't been here with me, have you? No, you've met me outside of this place once before.
No, I don't remember. I blocked much from my memory from that time.
All right. Hey, Talos, and he looks at the Minotaur. He turns
That was a
around.
good one.
He just grunts at him.
I love these two different Taloshes. I want to do fan art of them together. Okay, go on.
What?
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Yes.
Do you mind if my good pal, friend over here, lifelong friend,
You can
takes
say.
a shot at making a couple drinks? He
Hey,
takes a
Talos.
towel off of his shoulder and he slaps it on the counter and he just leaves. He just goes.
I vault over the bar to start making drinks.
Just goes out the back somewhere. You don't know where he's gone, he just left. Didn't say anything.
That's alright. This is good. Privacy.
Alright. Take a swing.
Cool. I start making drinks, and I make Tamar like the biggest, pinkest, fruitiest drink because I know he'll like it.
He looks at it and he kind of like, he looks at it with disdain.
I
But
put a little umbrella on top.
You know it's faux disdain. You know him.
I do a little swirl with sparkles.
He tries to put on a bit of a show. I don't know why you think I'd ever drink something like this, but since you've been out of town for so long, I'll humor
I
you.
whisper to Jade, give it 10 seconds.
Kind of like, he looks at it, and like right before he starts to drink it, he like has this like little childish grin, like, I like this drink. And he starts taking a deep sip. And then his face comes back.
It took exactly 10 seconds.
So, what is it that you want from me? Answers, was it?
I'm leaving this to Jade because I feel like I don't have anything else to give you except my humble apologies.
And he turns and looks at Jade.
Well, first, this individual, Darius, wanted you dead.
Darius is a
Dariel,
character.
fuck. I forgot about that shit. Yeah, hello. Dariel. I'm so sorry, Thomas. I got
That's all good.
confused because all the Taloshes. Which I did just do a quick sketch of this Talos.
Oh, yeah! It's good. I'm a big boy.
Very, very quick. Okay.
It's huge.
I just say Dariel was sent to kill you by the hand of Medusa. So my question to you is why?
Huh. Okay. Well, that's a
I'm
little
not
bit
trying to
strange.
incriminate you or find out information that would incriminate you.
Okay, good.
More
Oh,
as
he's
a-
very
more rather-
incriminated.
He visibly
okay.
like sits down a little bit more in his seat as you say that.
More rather, there were other people on that list, and we don't know that it was only Dariel working. Whilst you may be able to defend yourself, there is someone on that list in particular who certainly wouldn't be able to defend themselves. A child. I'm asking for their sake.
What did
What?
Dariel do with the list?
You haven't asked him yet.
We have it, don't we? Oh no, he has it still.
He has it somewhere.
Shuffle back around. Hey, Dario, where's the list?
We can
Don't
make
really
him
do
tell us
this.
who's on it.
You idiots! It's on the boat.
You can just tell us who's on it, surely.
Look, I don't
Wait, but we
remember.
took all of the stuff off the boat.
Oh yeah,
Oh, did
we-
you actually?
because
Then, then Jade, you do have the list then.
I have the list, but I won't show it.
Wait, who's the child on the list? They're referring to?
The daughter of the.
She's not so little anymore. She's an
But
adult.
yeah, hey, Jay doesn't know. He's never met this
True, true,
bloody
true,
royal
true.
family.
I'm just
He's
saying
never
for,
even
for
chatted.
your sake, as a player,
Okay,
just
I
so
know.
you know.
Okay, I see you.
Basically, Tamar, it would be in your best interest to assist us in uncovering this plot with your help.
We would
Look, I don't
like
have much going for me, okay?
some
so
help
I'll
from
help
you.
you out in whatever way I can.
If you
Sounds interesting enough. But I have to go at midnight, okay? I don't have all day.
Ah, the black market.
No black markets. Business.
Business. Can we come?
If you really, yeah, sure, you can come. Why not?
Hey guys, this will be great.
I trust you in your judgment. Okay,
But-
so what is this about? This whose child is in danger? I've never saved a
it's less
child
that
before.
and more. It's less that and more the first question of Medusa.
Ah, Medusa. Okay. Look, I don't know much about Medusa, but I've been thinking about this since you brought it up initially. Now, I'll admit, didn't know what the hell you were talking about to start off with. Now, I've thought about it a little bit more. And there was a patron that and he looks at Core, and he looks back at you guys, did business with, who said that they were involved with Medusa. I didn't believe them at the time. I thought it was ridiculous. They had a strange tattoo on their neck. And he looks at Dariel as he says this. Just like that one, actually. And they said something about working for Medusa and whatever. It came up in conversation. Either way, they ended up losing quite a bit of money. Fairly.
Fairly.
What was their name?
During business hours. I do not remember. This was so long
What
ago.
did they look like? And can I ask it? Can I see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, you can check him if you like.
Can I give him a temple massage to help him remember from
Ooh.
behind the bar?
It's cocked.
This is quite nice.
11. I'm not very good at insight. Don't know why. Oh no, I am. Fuck it. Stupid. 17.
17. He is trying to the best of his ability to fill in the gaps. It seems like he doesn't remember very much about it, but he's trying to piece together
Okay.
his own thoughts a bit. And you're getting that impression from it. So it's not necessarily that he's lying about anything, but it seems like what he's saying is very kind of like flimsy in a way. But he's
Is there
trying to
anything
tell
at all? Anything at all you can give us?
There are some people who have that tattoo who frequent my business and the businesses near my business. So if you'd like to maybe get a shot at talking to somebody who has that tattoo, which I'm guessing, and he looks at Dariel now, which I'm guessing has something to do with this Medusa mob, that's probably your best bet. I don't really remember too well. I can try to give you a description of what the person looked like, although I don't really trust my memory too much. They were wearing
That's
a
okay.
hood. They were a little bit tall, maybe 6 foot. Very dark, piercing gaze. I remember that. They were very angry. Red irises, actually. That just comes to his mind as he's talking. I do remember that, actually. Red irises, that's not common.
Were they very pale?
It's hard to tell underneath the hood. They
Did
were
you see their hands?
soft-spoken. Their hands.
Yeah, pale. Did you see them?
You know what? Now that you say that, they might have been.
I don't trust that last bit, but I have a question.
Yes.
It pertains to how he lost his money. If you remember that much, it must have been quite the feat.
I do remember that much.
How did he lose it?
He entered a game of poker with me and a few of my buddies.
He's pretty good. I'm better.
He kind of rolls his eyes as you say that. Yeah.
I see.
Fair match. 100% fair. Nothing nefarious going on. He had a lot of money. He lost a
I
lot of it.
understand.
He was he did not take it well at all. I remember that much. I do remember my wins.
Ha.
I think I
I try to forget my losses, and he looks at Core.
Ha! Core's tipping back a drink.
He looks back at all of you.
think that's what I came here for.
Well, business hours are midnight till early morning. So,
I know the way.
Core knows the way. He'll take you. If you so desire, obviously.
Bring Penny.
I'm not taking Penny down there into the depths of that underworld. What kind of a
He's
caretaker do you think I
strong,
am?
Independent dog.
He
He can
deserves
hold
the
his own.
best, and only the best. And deserves to live a comfortable, lavish lifestyle.
Which she could live with me.
Is it a boy
Hmm.
or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh.
Called Penny.
Yeah.
I thought you
Hmm.
said she.
He kind of casts a doubtful gaze in your general direction as you say that.
I think you could do it.
Thank you, Jade.
Yep.
Maybe we should have a custody battle after this is all said and done.
We're not taking Penny down to a gambling parlor. Underground, of all places. No, that is no place for a dog.
This sounds like an argument over a child.
He's not going gambling with us!
We shall pick up this discussion later.
Alright. You know where to find me. I'll be either here or there. Or somewhere.
Sounds good.
And at that point, he starts he finishes off his drink, sets it back down, he gets up, and he starts to walk away without having paid the bill. And at that point, I think we're going to call the session.
Okay. That was really good. Damn, I love
was a
that.
good one.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Thank
boy.
you very much for being here for all of this. It was fun. Baron, I can't believe you ignored your sister. How could you? And
I can't believe you ignored 3 pages of notes.
I can't believe you ignored all of this. Page 5 to page 72. No, it's all there. All your...
He's a bit of a wild card.
He is a little bit.
Mm.
You do also, keep in mind, know that your father's headquarters are in the military district near where Drudy lives.
Let's
So-
go visit Baron's dad.
So there's that. As for the whereabouts
Baron's
of everybody
dad
else,
sounds like a place in my fantasy world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like a...
Comment.
yeah.
Your NPC voices are so good. Just
I
saying.
love them.
Yeah.
I learned from the best.
Yeah,
Stares in
God.
Emma's direction.
Oh god. Oh no.
It's painful because
I'm
it's true.
in danger.
You know they're really good when you can have conversations with like 2 characters in the same scene and feel like you're talking to different people. Which of course Emma does, and Thomas now you can do that too, and I'm like
You know what's...
I feel like, yeah.
I talk to myself a lot in my own NPC voices till I figure out what they sound like.
I feel like I've cycled through all of mine though now. I've been trying to learn new accents. I found myself copying all of my Australian friends. Am I gonna have... Is a shissel gonna be Australia? And I was thinking yes, and then no, it never didn't work.
That was so funny. You'd have to learn from Bluey. Bluey has the best Aussie accent by nature.
Mangoes is the closest I could get,
Mangoes.
and it didn't sound
that
good.
sounded New Zealand.
Yeah,
Mangoes.
yeah. You see, I got close, but I couldn't quite get.
Wait, mangoes.
Sorry.
Mangoes.
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 Mango.
Mangoes. Don't learn from me, actually.
No,
No.
like shit.
Mango.
Could you stop? I try.
Macca's.
When I'm around
Quinny,
you,
actually,
when
you
I'm
got a
around
good
Quinny,
Aussie
I
accent.
sound more Australian.
Because I sound like trash.
No, you have a
Because I
really
Yeah,
sound
you
like
do.
trash.
You're right about that.
Trash.
trash.
Because I sound like
Like-
Aussie trash.
Trash.
No, Emma.
I can't do it.
It's New Zealand. I don't know why you sound like you're from New Zealand.
Well, at
Maybe
least
New
that's a
Zealand
country.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something Kiwi.
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 I can say I reckon.
Wellington.
That sounds Australian.
I
That's the only
reckon.
phrase. I reckon.
I'm from New Zealand.
I reckon.
Is that anything? I'm from New Zealand.
No.
I'm from New Zealand. No, I can't
No.
even do it.
I don't know
Can't
where
do
I sound like
anything.
I'm from. No matter where I go,
What's a really...
people ask me
you-
where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's
It's always
crazy.
interesting when we go out.
Yeah. Like, oh, I really like your accent. Where are you from? I'm just like, here, Melbourne, Australia.
I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I'm not.
I'm from here.
Sydney, Australia. Wait, should I tell people that on the internet? Yeah, it's fine.
Sydney is huge.
all of, I think my stream knows my location.
Even if I said I
No, it
live
was.
in the city I live in Japan, people would never be able to find me.
The country is anonymous.
The city I live in nowhere.
No,
I think
no
it's
place,
kind of
nothing
obvious.
place.
I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh, dude, I had so many more notes for this place than any other time. It's crazy, and I didn't get through
What did I
most of them.
say? What did I tell you?
I didn't get through so many of them. I didn't get through over half of them. It's crazy. Oh, here's a fun fact. This is not part of any dialogue that I was gonna expunge, but here's some interesting world building stuff that I forget if I've mentioned in the past, but basically, the current year is 922 PRE, and that PRE stands for Post-Reformation Era.
That sounds legit.
Yep.
Yep. And if for those of you who would know, maybe this is just extra info now that I'm just giving you. Capital was built and finished being built in 40 PRE, which is almost 900 years ago. So it's kind of recent in terms of
big
like
boy.
long lives. But yeah,
Are we still streaming?
yes.
Yeah.
So
Should we sign off?
I might sign off. Yeah. Thank you everybody in the stream for watching. Lots of love. We're gonna be back tomorrow for Emma's campaign.
Ah, yes.
So be sure to tune in.
And, half an hour earlier than usual at 7:30 Australian time, says the secretary.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Alright. Thank you to everybody who followed. Thank you to everybody who watched. Appreciate you all.
Woo.
Lots of love. We're back soon. I'll also promise to do more non-D&D streams soon, because I know that some people are angry that I haven't done any speedrunning stuff in a while. But we'll be back. I promise. Alright.
I'm not angry at you. I support you.
Oh!
I support
Awesome.
you too.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye to everybody on the stream.
Bye.
Bye.